run it, run. No, 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 ay. I've been running out of time, think I need to rewind, feeling out of line. I put everything aside, hoping that I make it right, all the things I do for you. I've been running out of time, think I need to rewind, feeling out of line for you. I put everything aside, hoping that I make it right, all the things I do for you. Wake up feeling like I'm righteous. In my mind, see it grab me with my likeness. Up till 5, no one working like this, I guess. Put in 12-hour shifts while I write this. And I know when the black shit, they showing love. Not everyone a day one, don't lie to me. And they wanna take credit when no credit's due. Say what you want, but it don't bother me. I've been running out of time, think I need to rewind, feeling out of line for you. I put everything aside, hoping that I make it right, all the things I do for you. I've been running out of time, think I need to rewind, feeling out of line for you. I put everything aside, hoping that I make it right, all the things I do. Nah, no sirski, baby girl be talking sweet but used to dirt me. Wanna take a few snaps for a story. Wasn't showing no love when we was hurting. It's funny, no sirski. Baby girl be talking sweet but used to dirt me. Wanna take a few snaps for a story. Wasn't showing no love when we was hurting. It's funny, I've been running out of time, think I need to rewind, feeling out of line. Put everything aside, hoping that I make it right, all the things I do for you. I've been running out of time, think I need to rewind, feeling out of line for you. I put everything aside, hoping that I make it right, all the things I do for you. I've been running out of time, think I need to rewind, feeling out of line for you. I put everything aside, hoping that I make it right, all the things I do. I've been running out of time, think I need to rewind, feeling out of line for you. I put everything aside, hoping that I make it right, all the things I do for you. I've been running out of time, think I need to rewind, feeling out of line for you. I put everything aside, hoping that I make it right, all the things I do.
Going straight to the sky, let me see you put your hands up. Cause we do till we die and we on another level. To the rest, wave goodbye, put baguettes in the benzo. Got a piece of the pie, told you once, told you twice, that we only got one life, stay up. Diamond shine, best at night. You wear yours, I'll wear mine. Go dumb tonight, tonight. Oh, dipping low with my girls tonight. Got my ice in the clouds. Oh, Cali Dro got me feeling right with my ice in the clouds. Oh, dipping low with my girls tonight. Got my ice in the clouds. Oh, Cali Dro got me feeling right. Wanna see you put your hands up. Pointing straight to the sun, everybody lift your bands up. Celebrate cause we won, we stay on another level. Yeah, the team stay fly, word to Bruno, get your rings up. Cause the limit is the sky. Told you once, told you twice, that we only got one life, stay up. got me feeling right. With my ice in the clouds. Dipping low with my girls tonight. Got my ice in the clouds. Cali Dro got me feeling right. With my ice in the clouds. Dipping low with my girls tonight. Got my ice in the clouds. Cali Dro got me feeling right.
This ain't what you want. I've been living at hotels for a month. I don't take any meetings after lunch. I've been spelling all my sneakers, I don't jump. Me and mine only tryna double up, yeah. Me and mine tryna build, come up front, yeah. Measure twice, cut once, what we on, yeah. Measure twice, cut once, what we on, yeah. I've been reading Proverbs all the work, yeah. And I've been shutting down the stars, yeah. Cause when it rains and it pours, yeah. And I'm ready for some more, yeah. And I've been reading all the war, yeah. And I've been shutting down the stars, yeah. Cause when it rains and it pours, yeah. And I'm ready for some more, yeah. And I've been reading all the war, and here I go again. I hope y'all never ever get the chance to win. I'm Westbrook and I'm staying at the rim, yeah. Does anybody really wanna jump with him? Yeah. I got agents who talk like friends, yeah. I got friends only wanna talk business. I got expensive, cause winning's expensive. I got expensive, cause winning's expensive. I've been reading all the war, and I've been shutting down the stars, yeah. Cause when it rains and it pours, yeah. And I'm ready for some more, yeah. And I've been reading all the war, yeah. And I've been shutting down the stars, yeah. Cause when it rains and it pours, yeah. And I'm ready for some more, yeah. And I've been reading all the war, and I've been shutting down the stars, yeah. Cause when it rains and it pours, yeah. And I'm ready for some more, yeah. And I've been reading all the war, yeah. And I've been shutting down the stars, yeah. Cause when it rains and it pours, yeah. And I'm ready for some more, yeah. And I've been reading all the war, yeah.
On the line, you can't fold and you can't bend. Y'all be playing it safe and I be going for the win. Remember back when they was doubting on the kid. Now they tuned in cause my game too legit. Stayed down, remain humble and I made it work. Crazy how I came out so clean from the dirt. We was using candles on the nights the lights ain't work. We ain't never going back to that and that I merged. Turn your back on me, the worst mistake you ever make. Keep my grass cut, gotta watch out for the snakes. If it's on my plate, best believe it's getting eight. I'm falling like I'm Kobe, 33 before the 8. I just want the rings and the medals and the trophies. I want the Kardashians and Jenner to all know me. I wanna take a Uber to the hills to visit Chloe. I want the floor seats cause I'm tired of the nosebleeds. When the game on the line, you can't fold and you can't bend. Y'all be playing it safe and I be going for the win. Remember back when they was doubting on the kid. Now they tuned in cause my game too legit. I feel like I'm Scottie Pippen, putting on the work but they don't give me no recognition. Basically the league's MVP but the P is missing. I'm the most valuable but sometimes they tend to forget it. I live my life on the edge but my back against the wall. I make sure my shoes lace cause who gon' catch me if I fall against the odds, but I'ma beat them all. I used to have a lot of friends, I never thought my day one circle be this small, but who needs love if it's fake love? I'm tryna shine like the diamonds on Mike's glove. Get in my way and you gon' feel it just like Mike's glove. I'm tryna go from burnt rugs to the red rugs. That's facts. When the game on the line, you can't fold and you can't bend. Y'all be playing it safe and I be going for the win. Remember back when they was doubting on the kid. Now they tuned in cause my game too legit. Who gon' stop me now? I'm on the road, let me know. Who gon' stop me now? Who gon' stop me now? Who gon' stop me now? I'm on the road, let me know. Who gon' stop me now? Gang, gang. When the game on the line, you can't throw it and you can't bend. Y'all be playing it safe and I be going for the win. Remember back when they was doubting on the kid. Now they tuned in cause my game too legit. When the game on the line, you can't throw it and you can't bend. Y'all be playing it safe and I be going for the win. Remember back when they was doubting on the kid. Now they tuned in cause my game too legit.
They wanna count me out. Next time pick a higher number. Next time should run for cover. Next time let the Giants slumber.
When are you gonna upgrade your system? Alright, let's do this.
Once there was a hunter who saw what others could not. With a magic case in her backpack, she roamed with wild abandon into the great unknown. Her gaze inescapable, her reflexes lightning fast. When armies swarmed, she went through. With eyes open wide, hands steady, holding, watching, capturing everything in sight.
The Crucial Pro DDR5 RAM kit comes with a sleek, modern look that will complement any build. But aesthetics aside, it's the performance that really matters. So let's dive into it. The default JEDEC timings are 46, 45, 45, but it does come with 2 XMP and Expo settings for those looking for a little more performance. With XMP 3.0 Profile 1, you can push the speed up to 5600 megatransfers per second. If you prefer a slightly lower speed but tighter timings, Profile 2 offers 5200 megatransfers per second at 42, 42, 42 timings. We've run some benchmarks and stress tests to give you an idea of how it performs. In general, dropping the speed and tightening the timings with the second XMP/Expo profile yielded better results for us on our test system. Paired with a Ryzen 7800X3D, we saw anywhere from a 1 to 5% performance bump depending on workloads. All in all, the Crucial Pro DDR5 64GB RAM kit by Micron is a fantastic choice for first-time builders and enthusiasts alike.
When are you gonna upgrade your system? Alright, let's do this.
Once there was a hunter who saw what others could not. With a magic case in her backpack, she roamed with wild abandon into the great unknown. Her gaze inescapable, her reflexes lightning fast. When armies swarmed, she went through. With eyes open wide, hands steady, holding, watching, capturing everything in sight.
The Crucial Pro DDR5 RAM kit comes with a sleek, modern look that will complement any build. But aesthetics aside, it's the performance that really matters. So let's dive into it. The default JEDEC timings are 46, 45, 45, but it does come with 2 XMP and Expo settings for those looking for a little more performance. With XMP 3.0 Profile 1, you can push the speed up to 5600 megatransfers per second. If you prefer a slightly lower speed but tighter timings, Profile 2 offers 5200 megatransfers per second at 42, 42, 42 timings. We've run some benchmarks and stress tests to give you an idea of how it performs. In general, dropping the speed and tightening the timings with the second XMP/Expo profile yielded better results for us on our test system. Paired with a Ryzen 7800X 3D, we saw anywhere from a 1 to 5% performance bump depending on workloads. All in all, the Crucial Pro DDR5 64GB RAM kit by Micron is a fantastic choice for first-time builders and enthusiasts alike.
When are you gonna upgrade your system? Alright, let's do this.
Once there was a hunter who saw what others could not. With a magic case in her backpack, she roamed with wild abandon into the great unknown. Her gaze inescapable, her reflexes lightning fast. When armies swarmed, she went through. With eyes open wide, hands steady, holding, watching, capturing everything in sight.
The Crucial Pro DDR5 RAM kit comes with a sleek, modern look that will complement any build. But aesthetics aside, it's the performance that really matters. So let's dive into it. The default JEDEC timings are 46, 45, 45, but it does come with 2 XMP and Expo settings for those looking for a little more performance. With XMP 3.0 Profile 1, you can push the speed up to 5600 megatransfers per second. If you prefer a slightly lower speed but tighter timings, Profile 2 offers 5200 megatransfers per second at 42, 42, 42 timings. We've run some benchmarks and stress tests to give you an idea of how it performs. In general, dropping the speed and tightening the timings with the second XMP/Expo profile yielded better results for us on our test system. Paired with a Ryzen 7800X 3D, we saw anywhere from a 1 to 5% performance bump depending on workloads. All in all, the Crucial Pro DDR5 64GB RAM kit by Micron is a fantastic choice for first-time builders and enthusiasts alike.
When are you gonna upgrade your system? Alright, let's do this.
Once there was a hunter who saw what others could not. With a magic case in her backpack, she roamed with wild abandon into the great unknown. Her gaze inescapable, her reflexes lightning fast. When armies swarmed, she went through. With eyes open wide, hands steady, holding, watching, capturing everything in sight.
The Crucial Pro DDR5 RAM kit comes with a sleek, modern look that will complement any build. But aesthetics aside, it's the performance that really matters. So let's dive into it. The default JEDEC timings are 46, 45, 45, but it does come with 2 XMP and Expo settings for those looking for a little more performance. With XMP 3.0 Profile 1, you can push the speed up to 5600 megatransfers per second. If you prefer a slightly lower speed but tighter timings, Profile 2 offers 5200 megatransfers per second at 42, 42, 42 timings. We've run some benchmarks and stress tests to give you an idea of how it performs. In general, dropping the speed and tightening the timings with the second XMP/Expo profile yielded better results for us on our test system. Paired with a Ryzen 7800X 3D, we saw anywhere from a 1 to 5% performance bump depending on workloads. All in all, the Crucial Pro DDR5 64GB RAM kit by Micron is a fantastic choice for first-time builders and enthusiasts alike.
Hi guys, welcome, and we are at the grand final stage of Crucial by Micron presents Shreeman Legends Community Clash, which is going to be between Old Gods and ASTERISK Gaming. I am Fireball. With me joining as always is gonna be Madness, and here we are, the business end of the tournament.
Yeah, and it's gonna be one hell of a game given that now finally Kakao has fallen down with the step before the grand finals. They haven't reached this mark. They usually it's a competition between Tableau Kings now known as Asterix and Kakao Gaming in the grand finals. But yesterday OG did put on a stellar performance. Kakao did falter in a couple of their comms sometimes and a couple of the macro plays that they did go for, and OG took complete advantage of that. That being said, even amongst them, four out of five of those members are in the top five summoners currently, so they have been doing pretty well since the main event has begun. So pretty good from the boys from OG, and they definitely deserve it because we have a couple of veterans on that side. But that being said, guys, let's take a look a bit at the prize pool of this tournament. As you know, this is one of our bigger tournaments that we do host. So we do have that 1 lakh INR prize pool, 50k to whoever wins today. The loser, sadly, will not take home the trophy, but will at least take home 25k in their earnings. Yesterday, Kakao was the one who did take the 15, and G2R took the 10k that we did have left in the prize pool over there. But yes, that being said, it is going to be a contest, and honestly, I do want to see OGs make this competitive as much as they can because we know that Asterix is one of the top teams. But yeah, that's all that is to be said until we watch the match.
Yeah, and let's take a look at the journey of these two teams to reach the grand final stage. Asterix doing so well throughout the tournament, taking down teams like G2R, taking down Kakao Gaming, and now find themselves in the grand finals. So they took down everyone in the upper bracket, whereas in the low bracket, Kakao Gaming fell down to the low bracket finals after losing to Asterix, and Old Gods went on a winning spree, just going through the entire lower bracket right from round 1, winning the lower bracket final yesterday against Kakao Gaming, and now they find themselves in the grand finals, Asterix and Old Gods. And honestly, it was kind of a surprise victory or an upset for Old Gods to take down Kakao Gaming, and now they have all the momentum. They have been playing all these competitive matches in the low bracket one after the other. Asterix had a huge break after the upper bracket final, so I think Old Gods should be pretty confident in their ability to go all the way, as they have all the momentum on their side. And taking down Kakao Gaming is not a small feat in itself, because Kakao Gaming has been one of the top two teams for the longest time, only falling to Asterix, or previously known as Temple of Kings. So I think Old Gods has a pretty good shout to, they'll probably do the upset of the year here.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people are cheering on for that because we have been seeing Asterix win tournament after tournament wherever they do participate. So everyone does honestly like the underdog story. That's where Old Gods do come up over here, and they did a fantastic job yesterday, especially their top laner Zuko and their ADC Vortex had a killer performance. And let's not forget their jungler W. Usually, he plays the mid lane, but now playing the jungle, doing phenomenally well for himself. Even made Kakao Gaming scared of his Amumu. They had to ban it out all 3 games that was played, so that was banned out from him. So he's focusing, he's even getting targeted bans against him, just showing you what a versatile player this is right now. And the flex that he's putting on is incredible for him. But as you did say, OGs have been in this since round 1 of the lower bracket, so they have been fighting their way to the top, and I think they're in that fighting spirit right now, while as Asterix had like a 3-day break between their last game where they did beat Kakao and send them down 2-0. Asterix in this entire tournament only losing 1 game, and that also to just G2R, so that is expected from Asterix for their dominance, but it is just what we do expect. But G2R winning a map just shows that there is vulnerability that you can exploit, and sometimes Asterix do take it a bit lax in some of their matches, right? They get a bit overconfident, and sometimes they bring out comps that are more like standard and ranked and compared to what our competitive scene is, but they do make it work at least 80 to 90% of the time.
Definitely. Let's take a look at the top 5 servers at this point. So we are at the final best of series of the tournament, and the entire list is just littered with Old God players. The top 4 out of 5 being players of the Old Gods, because they have had a lot more matches to play, but still 4 out of your 5 members being on the top 5 summoners is just so unheard of. Starting with W, as you mentioned, his Amumu's been going a little crazy all over the place, and Vortex, the Unseen Blade, Zuko, followed by Abdullah, who is the top laner for G2R. So no members of Asterix in this list. and that just shows how good OGs have been doing, how good these teams have been playing, and OGs just look like a different team altogether. Following this up with the Rift Rulers scoreboard after the tournament business stages, we're still gonna be having Asterix at the top seed, has where they don't lose at all, so that is expected. Kakao Gaming, you see, Asterix and Kakao Gaming are the only teams at 30 points, so, and the difference between those two joint at first and the third place is just insane, 16 points worth of difference. And if you look at this, you will not find Old Gods anywhere. That just shows how good it must feel for them to reach the stage, and how big of an upset it would be if they actually come up, you know, ahead against Asterix. They already took down Kakao Gaming, who are joint first with 30 points, so I mean, just one more hurdle in the way.
Yeah, and I think Old Gods after this tournament, even if they finish second, they will be gaining a bunch of points. So make sure to keep on check on that leaderboard that we do have on the TEC website. It will be changing quite a bit. And Asterix is tied with Kakao currently, but that's not counting the points that they will be getting for this tournament. If it's first or second, doesn't matter, but they will still be more than the 30 that they started today with. So at the end of the day, they will be the undisputed top of the leaderboard. So that is something to watch out for. But honestly, it's also because Asterix has just been so dominant in the tournaments. Like Fireball said, like any tournament they do take place in, they always have finished first. I don't think we've seen an exception. They've had a couple of close series in the couple of grand finals with like a 3-2, 3-2, or like a 3-1 series in the best of 5 in the grand finals, but that was against Kakao. Now they face an entire different beast in the form of OGs, who took down that same opponent known as Kakao Gaming yesterday. So I cannot wait to get into this, and we start off with the Xinjiao ban that Thorfinn does love to play.
Yep, Xinjiao ban is expected against Thorfinn. You like I really am happy by, honestly. Thorfinn just becomes a completely different player whenever he's on Xinjiao. It's like the entire play style only changes, and you do not want Thorfinn to be on that champion for your own good. Following it up with Black Infinity's Karthus, you don't want him to get that either. So that's another thing, whenever these teams are playing against Asterix, they can't help it, they just have to pay these respect bans, and they can't, you know, actually plan for a draft for team composition or anything of that sort, as these players are just so good. They are just leagues above their opposition, that they have to get these bans out of them. Asterix reply with the Nocturne and Cassiopeia though, so let's see if Old Gods go for another target ban, or they just ban out something that is in the meta. So they will take down the Ashe. I guess that is a meta champion. Catbot does well on the Ashe as well. Again, reminding guys, Catbot is the one who has been playing AD carry for the side of Asterix for the tournament, in the absence of both T-Berry, that is Ganja, and Angel's Lotus. So Catbot filling in the shoes, going from the mid lane carry to the bot lane carry. And Asterix will round off their the bans by banning away the Gnar.
Yeah, and that Gnar ban is prior because Zuko did a phenomenal job on it yesterday. He did play pretty good. Even Copy played it pretty good yesterday, but Zuko matched it up pretty well in the third game that they did go for. The Cassiopeia and Nocturne bans obviously should have been done anyway, because W did have a stellar performance on this champion yesterday on the Nocturne. He did get like 3-0 in two of the games, like early on, so he had a very big lead for himself. And the Cassiopeia Unseen Blade was also playing it pretty well, got 2 solo kills in his own lane. But that being said, Amumu is open and W can also look to lock that in. But what do Old Gods choose for their first pick? They're locking in that Ornn for themselves. And something that we did see getting banned yesterday a lot was the Mord, and something that was Asterix was hovering, but now they're thinking in a maybe different route. route of maybe going the Aatrox, but now going back yet once again to the Mord, and that's what they do lock in. Our region does love this champion quite a bit, so it's no surprises that this is being picked up once it made it through the banning phase unscathed at all. Now it's up to Asterix for their second pick before Old Gods try to pick up their ADC or support for themselves. Now as we do mention, the Catbot is not a traditional ADC. Technically he usually does play the mid role, but now Thorfinn's taking that over, and Catbot is filling in the ADC right now, so maybe you limit his champion pool. It does affect a lot of Asterix play, but that being said, the Diana has been locked in there for Asterix. Can be flex jungle, can be flex mid, depending on how you do play it, but it's a big shout out there. Yesterday we did also see a Volibear jungle, so that's what looks like Old Gods is looking to pick up for themselves with this lock of the Volibear. Volibear is a pretty good tank, and maybe it does way better in the top compared to the jungle role, but yeah, it can be giving you a huge front line already with that Ord and Volibear.
Diana just screams jungle for me, at least. I guess that's what Black Infinity is gonna go for. He does play that champion quite a bit in his solo queue games, and he has a lot of proficiency on that. So already a lot of AP heavy focused damage on the side of Asterix, and I believe the Pantheon's gonna go support. That would make the most sense in those three champions that they have been picked. This just gives Old Gods opportunity to ban out I think AD mid laners like the Yone or Yasuo, just force Asterix to go something more unconventional in the AD sense, because they are lacking a lot of AD damage. But the Silas is still open. We know Thorfinn loves to play that, and let's see how Old Gods play out this draft, as they have picked up the Jinx for themselves, and now they are lacking just the mid laner and the support. So Asterix is doing what they can and taking down the mid lane picks, and Old Gods gonna just go ahead and ban the Braum. So I guess they are thinking the Pantheon is gonna be mid lane. We know Thorfinn and his picks. Thorfinn can go the Pantheon mid as well. That would fill in the role for the AD mid laner perfectly in this composition. So that is probably what's going on over here.
Yeah, and Old Gods focusing even more with now another Seraphine ban on the support that is open for Asterix to pick up. That being said, they are pretty much in their minds have already decided that Thorfinn will be playing this pan. He has played it a couple of times. It's not as good as his Xin Zhao that I have seen him play, but hey, it's Thorfinn. He does love his AD mids, and that's what's going on. Now it looks like the Ezreal has been locked in for Asterix. Catbot will be picking up that champion for himself. Now it's up to Old Gods to match this Jinx with a suitable support in the bot side. Your Lulu is also open. There's a lot of avenues that you can run this hyper carry behind, and Elios will be playing here right there, and it looks like a Nico hover essentially right now. Can be mid, can be a support depending on how you do play it out, but we will confirm that completely with this last pick that Old Gods do have out. I do love a spicy Nico mid, but haven't seen it in quite a while in our competitions over here at least, so that's up to what Old Gods are thinking. I really want to see Catbot on this Ezreal. He should be well versed in it, given that Ezreal was for a longer time also a mid champion before some nerfs did come in, and it looks like it will be a Nico mid, given that Janna has been locked in for Old Gods over here, and they are already looking like a lot of CC comp for themselves, and there's a lot of protection for the Jinx as well, with the Janna disengage, with the Nico stuns as well. So there's a lot that can be said, but Asterix also do have the ability to isolate, and they have a huge heavy engage on their side even before their last pick does come in, which will be the support. It looks like the Karma hover is coming in.
I mean, against the lane of Jinx and Janna, I think Karma is a great choice, because Ezreal is safe on itself, but the poke can just slowly start to add up. The undodgeable Janna W, if Janna decides to go that Comet route as well, is just gonna keep adding up. So I think the shields provided by the Karma is just gonna help him out so much. And considering that Diana and Pantheon are there in the team, the speed boost from the Karma is gonna help them get closer to their targets, use it for the engages that they want, get it for the pick. So I think that's a good pickup there by Asterix to round off their composition. They're gonna be going with the Mordekaiser, Diana, Pantheon, Ezreal and Karma. So you just look at it, I think they're gonna look for early game pressure through Black Infinity and Thorfinn, as Diana and Pantheon can be so obnoxious to deal with early on. In the mid game, I'm pretty sure RTO will start to take over in the top lane. I mean, that's what their plan would be, as the Ezreal slowly and slowly scales, and once he gets his 3 items, 4 items, it's going to be very hard to deal with. But for the side of Old Gods, they have such strong team fighting. They have the on horn to get the engages on, the Nico AoE ultimate to lock people in, get so much damage as the Volibear just runs people down. Janna is there to protect the carries, provide the disengage, which is gonna be essential as well, can prevent the Diana dashing in, can prevent the Pantheon from jumping in as well if timed her ultimate properly, and just hoping that the Jinx gets resets on resets and take down the side of Asterix. So I'm very happy with the draft. I like both of these teams compositions that they have picked up right now, and I believe it's going to be one great game of League of Legends.
Yeah, and it's looking like Asterix have decided to take this pretty serious, given that usually they go for a bit different type of comms, but this is looking like a pretty well-rounded comm for their side right now. Thorfinn in that mid lane will be trying to assert his dominance. If he doesn't get, too overzealous or too over-aggressive, I think he'll do a fine job over there with his repeats of his abilities. He will be doing fine. Black Infinity pretty good on this Diana. He'll be looking to make W regret that he's gone to the jungle role, but let's just see how it does pan out. Now Zuko also does have the masterwork items that will be giving his team the scaling that they also do require. The Jinx, if she does get resets off, it's a completely different ball game down in the team fights. She can just over accelerate, and you just have such a good combo of ultimates on the side of Old Gods with the Volibear ult plus the Nico ult plus the Ornhorn. Just a lot that can be done there. Instead of Asterix, they have more like separate type of ults, but Thorfinn will also be looking to maybe try and push in lanes and go for roams, because this is what this man does love to do. So honestly, it's up to how he does want to play the laning phase out, if he just wants to dominate his lane, or does he want to go for the roams and provide the pressure that is needed. Yesterday's games, we did see the top and jungle were in sync on both sides. Maybe it did not pan out for one of the two teams depending on how it did go, but that was just how the fights were going down. It was very top centric compared to what we do see, but now it's up to what pathing that Infinity or W do choose to do and which way they're going to start off. And at least yesterday in the third game, we did see a level 1 like 5-man grouping up on both sides, even though they did miss each other, like as one went top side, one went towards the bottom side. I would like to see some more level 1 plays coming out from these teams.
Definitely, and I think Asterix does try to pull out these level 1 tricks and tactics most of the times as well, and I think most of the times usually they just win out the most majority of the games through the laning itself. They just straight up get solo kills, and based on their micro itself they get a huge lead. And let's see if it's the same case here. But Old Gods, they've been on a roll. They've been doing so well. The combination of W along with the solo laners has been working wonders for them in the previous matches as well. So I think it's a battle of two very good teams, one very high on confidence and one undefeated till now. So it's just gonna be really good to look out how it plays. And Asterix, they have to put out a statement performance. I'm pretty sure it's the first tournament that they are playing after getting acquired. So technically the first tournament for Asterix, if we think about technicalities, it was Temple of Kings before some. Pretty sure all of these 5 members will be hungrier than before, and we might just see a new side of these 5 players that we have not seen before, just completely out for blood, looking to dominate, looking to make a mark, and putting the name Asterix out there for everyone to fear.
Yeah, I think when you get picked up by an org, you get a bit even more serious about your things. There's no more joking around that every time you're going to take it serious. And we can see it with their comms that they've gone for, right? Compared to what we usually do see from this team, at least in game 1s of their best of 5. They do go for, more of their own, preferences. But now it's pretty well rounded out. I do like to see how it is. And Catbot even sacrificing the mid to go as an ADC over here, filling up. Just shows you the maturity this team has reached right now. And just, I think just having that org name puts you in for that kind of responsibility. quality, and they're living up to it right now. It's just yet to be seen how it goes out, because throughout the entire tournament they've been playing how they have as Temple of Kings, like they've been winning everything till now, and this is the real final hurdle that they have to show that this is why they were picked up by this org, because they are the most dominant team we do right now have, and they have to show their org and, like, you know, the name they're representing, that there is a good reason that you have chosen us, and we're going to put your name out there and make it shine right now.
Definitely, and that's what old gods have to be afraid of, I believe. But still, the first game is gonna be such a momentum decider. I think after the first game, we might be able to guess how the entire series is gonna go. First game just matters so much. All of the 10 players will be trying to do their best and getting their hands warmed up, and just getting out there, putting their marks on the rift. So as we are loading into the Summoner's Rift, we should be starting pretty soon. Make sure you check the description box below and follow the links over there, mainly the Discord that we have, that is going to be League of Legends in South Asia, League of Legends in SA, where we put out all the news about these tournaments, and we have a lot of fun events as well. You can win epic skins of your own choice as we keep regularly having events over there. Make sure you check out Crucial's website and look at the amazing gaming products that they have. With that said, we should be jumping into the game pretty soon. It's going to be a best of 5. This is the grand finals, the final game of Shreeman Legends Community Clash, and just can't wait.
Yeah, but that being said, also guys, we do have another community clash coming up. It's the Harsh Kaleray Community Clash. The registration for that event has been postponed also to tomorrow 6 p.m. So tomorrow 6 p.m. to the 16th 6 p.m. is the last date you can actually register for this tournament, so please do make sure you can do it. We've extended it so that more teams can actually join in. We understand that it was a limit of time, so people did not realize, but yes, please do sign up for that. That's a very exciting event that we do have. We have a lot of more things coming your way, so as Purple said, do follow the socials in the link in the description below so that you can follow up to date. That being said, we do have a short pause in the game. We do have this from time to time, but the players are getting set up, and we will be hopping into shortly right there. And let's talk a bit about the players in both teams. Like, both of these teams have veteran players, essentially. Like, old gods, according to the name old, right? They do have been in the scene for quite a while. They are looking to make their mark over here. And ASTERISK, as you know, has been playing as much as we have been allowing them to, because they've been winning every tournament. They can't just play the next 50k because that's the restriction there. But every time they show up on the Rift, it's another fact altogether. Most of those members have represented India also in the Asian Games, so that's a big factor right there. But yeah, it's a battle of veterans essentially over here between their different play styles and the way they want to work this out, and I can't wait to get into it.
Definitely, and when it comes to ASTERISK, I think that is just the creamiest layer of League of Legends player that you can get in India. All of them just put into a single roster. I think for lane by lane, they probably have the best players that we have available. Well, now Catbot swapping to ADC instead of mid might have some debate over there, but top lane, mid lane, jungle, support, I don't see there's a lot of competition, and they should be the overall best players in their respective roles. Saying that, we are jumping into the game, both the teams just lining up, protecting the entrances, do not want to be doing anything too aggressive in the early stages of the game, as nothing seems to be happening. No deep vision trying to be set up, as there are 2 blue wards out on the map though already, in the river and in the tri-bush, so those will be down in for early ganks if Black Infinity is feeling like that. But other than that, it's mostly nothing. Black Infinity, I think, puts down his own ward in the river as well to prevent any invades coming in to his red side, as he will solo start the blue buff, as Volibear will solo start the Raptors, and both the bot laners should have the same time when they reach the wave, and they can keep it under their control.
Yeah, but I think because of how Volibear is pathing right now, he might be looking for that early gank in the bot side, realizing that Cabot is on a bit of an off roll for himself and maybe try and take advantage of that for himself. Volibear had put that one blue ward in the river near the mid lane and went back and got the sweeper, so he can come with his sweeper later on and clear any vision here towards the bot side for himself.
Oh my god,
Nice
look at
start
the
in the
trade.
bot lane. Very heavy exchanges coming out, and it's the Jinx that's coming a bit worse for wear compared to the Ezreal, at least over there. Nice sidestep from Zuko to dodge from RT over there, and this is what we were talking about with this Karma poke over here
Oh
with
my
the
god.
Ezreal. Look at the HP bar of Vortex SS right now. It's blinking red right now, and he's in a worry, say, having to pop both his health pots right away. And the
Woof.
Volibear is here for some
The two
action,
shots are
but it
landing.
is going. Yeah, Catbot is not missing right now. He's proving why he is one of the best in our region, if not the best right now. And he is showing you what he's up. Nice pull from the Mordekaiser onto Zuko. Gets procs off, gets his hits off as well. Now Win comes out on top of that trade. Zuko does have the grasp for maybe sustaining a bit more in lane for himself. Thorfinn with quite a bit of damage onto the Unseen Blade. Unseen Blade answering back with his ability while he walks away. RTO is very, very low right now, and both the flashes are up on the top side and they can go for it. But look who's here is the big bad bear. W goes forward, has pushed back. RTO is flashless right now, and that's first blood for the side of OGs and for the bear in W.
I think RTO should have just risked it and tried the fatter flash over the wall. It is harder to pull off, but I think if he did, he would have definitely survived, because no matter what, if he flashed in a straight line, he was dead regardless with the follow flash of Volibear. So I guess just a little bit of misplay over there, but still great play coming out by Zuko to chunk RTO down to that lethal HP. W just coming in, using the flash to secure the kill for himself. Thank you very much. And now RTO forced to teleport back into lane. Does not lose a lot under his turret, but still 400 gold going in the favors of old gods, and they have the first upper hand.
Yeah, and now he's getting the scuttle to have a nice vision, but look at who's walking up unseen into the bush. That's Infi. Infi does have his flash to get what nice E away from the falling members behind him. The Jinx is so low. Ezreal flash forward, secures the kill, and it's the Janna who gets the counter kill. She's also pretty low over there. Kratos walking up, has to flash away, but forces the flash out of the Janna as well. An exchange of summoners in the bot side. Only the Ezreal barrier is left after the entire exchange, and he's the one who picked up the kill, while the Jinx did not get one. It was the Janna who did. So that's definitely worth it for Asterix right there and then. And he's up in CS as well. Picks up the tier, has two long swords as well. So now we'll be looking to farm up that tier, get those stacks up, and just a nice start for the bot side, at least of Asterix.
The pressure that they put on earlier just paying dividends over there. They did get their kill in the 2v2 kill in the bot lane, and I think Asterix will be happy with that trade. It is a 1-for-1, but the Janna got the kill for the side of OGs. Jinx ended up missing a bit of CS as well. Cadbot, I think, did not expect the tower to take him down, held on to his barrier. The barrier definitely would have saved his life, but deciding not to use it, probably like thinking, meh, it's just the Janna, might as well give him the kill and save my barrier for later fights. And now look at the amount of abuse this Jinx is taking. Dove into her own turret. Janna left her alone for a few, and they get punished. Ezreal is gonna go down again. So is RTO. Well, at least he will get a trade back in the top lane, and lot of action going around. Good sidestep going on by Thorfinn over there to dodge the route, but game's been so action-packed now. Vortex and Kratos just fighting against each other over a control ward that he has placed in the tri-bush, not letting it go for free, trying to do as much damage as he can. But 7 kills already at 6 minutes, and boy, this is going to be messy as the Unseen Blade engages onto the Pantheon. Good use of the shield, and the last auto is not gonna be enough. Look at that HP bar, so close.
Very, very close, and Thorfinn even burns his flash to get out, but the auto does follow him past the flash and does claim his life. Infi does pick up all 3 grabs, but Zuko's looking to try and punish here, but RTO's just around the corner. Even the Volibear is there to Shadow, but they realize there's not much you can gain out of the situation, and maybe they'll try to pick up the first Drake instead. But nice there from the Unseen Blade in the mid side, just about survives with his life as well at the end of the day. Is up in CES, is 1 kill up on Thorfinn's kill, and the bot side, 2 of the 5 kills that OG does have is currently in the hands of that Janna, so definitely not worth that much for them. Catbot has been bullying this Jinx quite a bit alongside Kratos there for backup. This Jinx is pretty underfed in terms of CS as well as skills, while his Cat has 2 for himself. Already has 60 stacks on his tier, building up towards the Trinity Force for him, and he's up 20 CS right now. That's quite a huge number, and that's expected with the kind of aggro pokes that these two are putting out. None of the bot layers of OGs can even walk up without eating a Q or a Karma Q to the face, and it's just a lot. Nice empowered Karma Q does land, but the Shield of Vortex does absorb much of that damage. Now, as being seen, Asterix are the ones starting up the trick because they have complete bot prio right now, and they are completely using that. But they've left Catbot alone.
So he does not have
the Catbot's alone. And that's going to be a very difficult. But he does get the Janna before falling down over there. But Kratos might be giving up his life as well. But look who's here! It's the man! Pantheon is right here. Thorfinn's coming in like a superhero with his R. Does pick up the kill for himself. And is the one getting his 1 kill right there. 1 for 1. Basically in that 1 for 1 in that exchange with the Ezreal, as Fireball did point out, use that E very aggressively, not realizing that 2 more members were there in the bush, and does pay for it with his life.
Aggressive trading going on. The fights have still not stopped as Thorfinn going aggressive, greeting for the plates, but he ends up getting the spear on top of Alios, who just was thinking probably I can get a last hit onto this Pantheon, get a few gold for myself, but just ended up making it worse for his team. And that is a combo to watch as Zuko dashes in and uses the ultimate, but it just looked flashy. Did not work out in his favor. RTO getting his solo kill on the top lane, and Thorfinn did end up getting a trade kill onto the Jinx at least. So the action is non-stop. 7-7 on the kill board right now. 14 kills. Catbot going very aggressive ahead, using his flash, gets exhausted of flash follow by the Volibear. That's a dead Ezreal, and I think these are just misplays you don't expect from players like this. He does not have vision on the top side of the map, even on the bot side, as goes very aggressive for those plates, loses his flash, loses his life. And now slowly the Jinx is getting the gold back, who interestingly is building the Kraken Slayer. I think we have not seen that build around for a very, very long time. It's either the Collector into IE or the Yuntal Wild Arrows into IE. But choosing to go for the Kraken Slayer this game. And still a lot of CS behind the Ezreal, and the Neeko's doing relatively well for herself, has the 100 gold shutdown, has completed the rocket belt already in the mid lane. Thorfinn is sitting on some magic resist to survive that poke.
Yeah, and it wasn't like a very well placed tornado from the Janna, because it hit the Ezreal as soon as he eat out of the exchange, caught him right there, forced him to use his flash as well. The volley flash is 4 against the Q, but look at here, Janna's getting over aggressive, but the tornado yet again saving her life right there. Nice tie step from W there from the Q of the Mordekaiser, but it looks like Asterix wants all the jungle objectives.
Neeko
as you
in the
can
backside.
see.
We might be gearing up for a big fight as the engage is there from Infinity going on top of Janna. Janna does go down, but the Volibear and On are there. Flash forward! The ultimate from Neeko gets 4 people. The Jinx getting those resets, and what a huge flank coming in by the Unseen Blade, completely turning around the fight with the flash engage, getting 4 members on the ultimate as the fights have not stopped yet. Now Zuko gets taken into the death realm, was feeling confident to fight RTO, and RTO is just gonna get the kill back, smack him around, and now let's see if he can do the same with Unseen Blade as well. But Great play coming out by the Nico. We'll have a look at the replay of that as soon as this little skirmish has ended. Here comes the Goon
Oh,
squad.
RTO, there's nowhere to go. They probably give it. Yeah, okay. Unseen Blade picks that
He
one up for
deserves it.
himself.
Nico
Just an
deserves
excellent,
that.
yeah, excellent. He deserves it, especially for that 4-man flash ultimate from her side. Just very well played. Denied Asterix from getting all the grubs. They did get the 4 that they do require, but then she gives the shutdown over to Thorfinn, and that just, sours the kind of play that was made over there. Just not what you want. Infi just going in very aggressive over here. A failed flash by the Jinx, but there's nothing that the Janna can do. But the spear from Thorfinn from downtown claims the kill. And now Thorfinn has gone on the aggressive right now. Is up in CS as well. Is up in kill. And just an overstay from the side of OGs right there. And completely punished by Asterix. And a failed flash from the Jinx. Something you usually don't want to see at this level of play. But that's what just ends up happening at the day. And she's so far behind right now in CS compared to the Ezreal.
What an action-packed game. Just 2 kills every single minute. 24 kills at 12 minutes. After the previous team fight though, we did see Asterix pick up the 4 grubs, so they will not be that sad that they at least secured the 4 grub buff. But boy, they lost a lot of members in the team fight, and Unseen Blade is just so high on confidence right now. Got that insane flank, helped his team get those kills. Jinx got a few kills there as well. Has completed the Kraken Slayer now, as Ezreal is sitting on the Triforce. Jinx is not doing that good in the CS department though. Only 50 CS at 12 minutes. She is struggling, as Kratos and Catbot have not let her breathe even a single breath of relief. Let's take a look at the replay while we wait for the pause to settle down on its own. This is what I'm talking about. They go on top of the Janna. Janna goes down. The fight is looking winning. The Volibear goes down as well, but boy, the Unseen Blade just comes in, flips the entire team fight, makes sure that his team gets 2 grubs at least, and this extended fight in the top lane, well, at least RQ got something in return.
Yeah, and he even got the flash of Zuko right there as well in that fight. Because Zuko thought with the flash he could maybe turn around that fight, but it just didn't work out for him. It would have been maybe better to give it to the Jinx, given that Nico did pick up a couple of the kills over there, but she's definitely was worth it until she gave the shutdown over to the Pantheon, right? As you can see over here, he gets the shutdown. He's gonna get the kill onto the Jinx also later on when she fails her flash, goes closer to the wall, gets hit by the spear. Now Thorfinn's picking up quite a decent amount of plays for himself. Remind you, they do have 4 grubs for the side of Asterix, so they will be putting a lot of pressure on turrets as well, and they are taking that part over. They are quite a bit up in goal, and now the invades coming in quite a bit over here. Infi really wants this, but he's not the one who will be getting that red buff. That goes over to W. He picks up the red monster for himself, and now Drake spawning in around 5 seconds time. It's posed for a fight, and the fight indeed. Nico is going towards the top side, doesn't have her TP right now, so she won't be for the action, but neither does Thorfinn at the end of the day. So they're both the mid laners are top side now without TP, so it chooses to beg to question what the macro should be. Infi's already started up that Drake for himself, and it looks like they will silently take the second Drake as well of the map. They've got 4 grubs, they're getting 2 Drakes, they're up in terms of a gold as well, and the only shining star right now for the side of OGs is that Nico, right? Especially with that 4-man ultimate, showing some plays and showing what might come yet more in this matchup.
Definitely, they are almost like 3,000 gold ahead, even though they are equal on kills. Just based on the macro, they are getting all these objectives as well, which are meaningful. In the top lane, Thorfinn being forced to flash away as W got a gank off along with the Unseen Blade. So nice summoner spell that is taken away over there. Can prevent flash engages from the Pantheon, as he is desperately trying to clear this wave without dying, and he will just manage to do that. Has to recall now, as this turret is about to take a lot of damage, but Kratos and Catbot are there. Catbot does not have mana for his, he's still being so aggressive, and will barely survive. No flash follow-up from the Volibear will take him down. Infinity jumping on the backline of the Jinx as the Janna completely abandons her. Janna, you need to be near your AD carry to save her, but guess she has found a new friend in the Volibear as both of them are running riot, almost taking down Kratos as well. At the end of all of that, it's going to be a 1-for-1. Both the ADCs going down and Catbot losing both of his summoners. I think just staying too long without mana, losing his life without vision as well. So it's like the second or third time Akshaj has done this game. I think he's just being very aggressive.
Yeah, maybe a bit overconfident from his side, from the way he's been playing it out. Did not have the mana, did force up. Both ADCs not having a gala over time, even though Catbot seems to be better than the Jinx right now, given the terms of the CC numbers. Already has his Trinity Force completed, Ionian boost. The tier stacks are at around 237, so he has that working for him. We'll be the Muramana next. The Diana going very aggressive over here, gets the Janna. The Volibear is jumping in. That's a Diana going down to Aizen, Alios, and he has the resets, but it's just not enough in the fight. And he will be going down yet again. The Jinx finally does get a kill, does get, excited, but just cannot do anything more after that, because the rest of Asterix members just jump onto him over there. But important to note that OGs do pick up the Rift Herald. That's currently in the hands of the Big Bad Bear, so they have that going for them for that fight. But Diana went really deep there trying to pick up the kill, does get the kill, pays for it with her life, but even that is answered back with the trade onto the Jinx.
Sharpen coming in with his ultimate to get that flank onto the Jinx to trade one kill back at least, but in the top lane, good Nico ultimate securing the kill onto Thorfinn, getting the shutdown, some gold onto the On as he goes 3-3-3 in the top lane. Still 15 kills to 15, but the goal lead remains about 3,000, 3,500 for the side of Asterix as they have taken down the tier 2 almost in the mid lane, and now they are trying to reset, spend that gold, get those items. And previously we saw Infinity use his flash to get the kill onto the Janna, so using the summoner spell to get the kill onto the support, forcing the flash out of Janna as well. So I guess that's a trade of summoner spells, but still support trading for the jungler not always worth, as they did lose out on Black Infinity. He did get the turret in the bot lane though, pushing it solo, and Catbot just doing so much damage on his own in the mid lane, essentially holding off 3 members.
Yeah, doing a very good job. Nice ultimate there. Gets a lot of poke for himself. Has the red buff advantage as well. So will be doing more burns and slows along with his Qs whenever they do it. Infi's here for a steal, but he might have bitten off more than he can chew. And then he gets caught without the Nico ultimate. That will be Infi going down. But look, no, it's the Volibear that goes down instead. Nice backup coming from Asterix's side over there. It's the bear that goes down. Infi survives that fight completely. Was with a sliver of issue, but is getting it from time to time, and now this is where Asterix is turning it on its head. The goal lead is swelling up quite a bit right now. It's already at the 4.6 margin, 4.7k margin, and that's a lot, especially with the Drake coming up in 12 seconds time. This is not when you wanted to be losing a fight like that.
And Kratos has just been doing so much this game as Kobe from mid lane, Catbot secures the kill onto Vortex, who will be seeing the death screen for the 4th time this game. And I think the Karma pick is just showing how good it is, along with the Moonstone Renewer, making sure that his teammates are surviving. Infi, what looked like a certain death, just managing to survive out of that, and they were the ones who got the 2 kills for themselves, and they got the 3rd dragon, working towards that soul, which will be available around 23.5-minute mark of the map, just increasing the gold lead ever so much at 6,000 gold lead already at 19 minutes. So all the OGs have been matching them blow for blow in the match. The kills department is the objectives where they are lacking very, very far behind.
Yeah, and Mordekaiser did use his ultimate, but Zuko very smartly was closer to his
Flash
turret. But now
forward.
the flash forward, but the flash match by RTO to run away from it. Nice reactions from his side. The Nico ultimate just channeled to maybe make herself, allow herself to run away. The belt used to also jump. Flash forward by Thorfinn. He knows he has enough damage, but no, maybe miscalculation. The
He
Q
misses
missing
the
from him
Q.
over there. And now Zuko and RTO on the top side with their own fight. W is trying to run away from him, being forced to flash at the end of it. Zuko gets pulled back into over here. I don't think you survive this, but nice shield does come up. And the Q from the Ezreal just seemed negligible compared to that shield that Zuko did pull up. But Asterix do pick up the tier 1 in the top side for themselves. They've already got 3 turrets to their, actually 4 turrets, even the tier 2 in the mid lane's gone. But it looks like they're not done. The flash by the Diana with the ultimate pulls back in. The bear does jump forward, but it's not enough. And yet once again W goes down, followed by the snipe from Catbot onto the Janna, and now it looks like Asterix are firmly in the driving seat.
And Thorfinn from a long flank will take down the ADC Alios from the side of OGs as they essentially lose out on 4 members, and this tier 2 turret is about to go into oblivion as the goal lead has just expanded to about 9,000 at 20 minutes, and this game is just getting out of hand of the OGs.
Yeah, now the Rift Herald Eye also expires. It comes down mid, not much use of it. Now Asterix can even pick up this Baron essentially for free. The Janna's trying to drive the Herald up forward so they can get maybe the tier 1 in answer. In the mid lane, tier 1 has taken quite a bit of damage, but no follow-up, no minions even close by. Now Vortex is left on an island. He's trying to run for his life, but Infees does not want to give this up at all. Uses the ultimate at the end of it, and Infees is now on a killing spree. Has the Rift Maker completed, has the Dark Seal with 9 stacks, has the Gnasher Tooth, and that's a very strong Diana right now, along with Thorfinn, who completely can now match the Nico to complete extent. The Nico had to run away in that fight. If Thorfinn had not missed the Q in the bot side, he would have even picked up that kill. And now Asterix looking like the Asterix we do know. Around a 10k goal lead at 21.5 minutes. 3 Drakes and 4 Void Grubs picked up for them. And that's just a lot that Asterix have to their name. Now with the next Drake coming up in 150 seconds, Asterix might be focusing more on the macro and using this Baron buff to efficiency.
OGs matching Asterix on the kill department for such a long time, but they were not able to take down even a single turret off the map of Asterix as Katrina bot gets caught out a bit yet again, but the team is here to provide the support. Good Tornado will cancel Pantheon jump at least, but it is going to delay the inevitable as the Mystic Shot snipe comes in from the Ezreal, goes 6, 6 and 8, sitting on 3 items already. Thorfinn showing no signs of slowing down. Jinx ultimate dodge carefully. Ooh, the zap will find him though, as Thorfinn going in too aggressive. They do end up getting the tier 2 turret though, so I guess that's worth tier 2 turret worth 2 kills. 700 gold that it provides, and the onslaught is not stopping as in 50 seconds the soul is gonna be spawning, and it is the Hextech soul. Misplay by Infi as he misses out on the ultimate barely, but they ended up getting the Baron. I think they just two-manned the Baron while all of this was happening. RTO and Infi, so they have the Baron buff secured. And with this, the siege is just going to be unstoppable as we are looking at an unprecedented 13,000 gold lead at 23 minutes. And they're just going to walk towards the Hextech Dragon, get probably the strongest soul in the game. Wait, it's not Hextech, my bad. It is going to be the Ocean Soul, which is still pretty good. Considering they have the Ezreal, who is so mana hungry, and the Diana as well, along with the Karma. So a soul's a soul. Some are better than the other, but I'm not complaining if you get an Ocean Soul for yourself.
Yeah, and like that just shows you the dominance that Asterix has in jungle objective. They've got Baron, they've got all four Drakes, didn't even let one go to OG's side, even got four of the grubs while getting the Drakes. So just showing you how Infi's mind works and what he's prioritizing a lot more. But the top side over here, Thorfinn is melting through this
Oh
W
my.
over here. W is trying to get the heals back from his W, but it's just not enough. And Thorfinn picks up the kill, that Black Cleaver coming into full effect over there with the Eclipse, and he's not even lost any HP at the end of the day, even as the Ocean
Yeah.
Soul, if he wanted to even heal up, but just showing you what he does. W was just taking his Grom. The dear man was punished for that, and Thorfinn just completely taking advantage of it. And he's 8-5 and 2. He's not done. He's jumping even further, even though the Nico's close by. Nico ultimate is channel. Thorfinn does try to flash away, but followed up by the Ornal. Maybe just not enough over here. You might have been a bit too overzealous, but there is two members that have gone over to that side that is providing Ashes to take the rest of the two inhibs, and they're getting the bot inhib right now as we do speak, and they are not done. Zuko is now the one who's overextended, and he's not looking like he can survive any of this onslaught that the Diana is bringing. She's going to chunk him away, picking up that. That's the 7th that Black Infinity got in this game. The flash forward by W over here onto the exchange, onto Catwalk. Catwalk haven't used his flash, and he's trying to run away as fast as he can, but he's getting caught out. Yet again, this is not the Catbot I do like. He's been hitting a lot of Qs, but he has been caught out quite more frequently than I'm used to being seeing from his side at least. And now OGs will be looking to get the third and final inhibitor for themselves.
The base is in shambles from Ulgos. There's absolutely no way they will be coming back from this. Great ultimate connecting from Black Infinity onto two people, as the third one was Hourglass, and this is gonna be the end of game 1 in true Asterix fashion. The Asterix member take down Ulgos with a stomp, almost ending the game at 14,000 gold lead. It was looking a bit shaky in the early stages of the game, though. They were leaking out a lot of kills, and the old gods were managing to match them in the kills department and match their aggression as well. I mean, that was in effect due to a lot of mispositions by the side of Catbot and the other members, but I feel great macro coming in. They secured all the objectives earlier on, got the grubs, got the dragons when it mattered, got the team fights before the objectives, getting those kills in, and just completely taking over the entire map as soon as it opened up. There was just no coming back for the side of Old Gods, and boy, 14,000 goal lead at the end, just completely steamrolling over their opponents.
Yeah, they did see neck and neck for quite a bit towards the mid-game part of it, but once Ulgov's the Asterix started rolling, they just didn't stop, and they just snowballed their way to complete glory. Thorfinn was taking a lot of aggressive exchanges, but it worked out completely for him this time, and he just, when he did that to the Volibear, I was just amazed how fast he's melting that Volibear. They pick up the Baron after a nice kind of team fights on the top side. They get Baron, they get up the Ocean Soul. They're just unstoppable at that point, and this is the Asterix that we know and love. Like, they just love to do this to the opponents, try and embarrass them quite a bit. W did not also have the best of games on this Volibear. Maybe want to see him back on that Amumu, because on his Amumu he had some ults that did change a lot of the matchups. But with that being said, guys, let's take a look a bit at the crucial moments from this match of Game 1 of the Grand Finals.
It all began in the top lane, where RTO was picked out, first blood secured by OGs. So OGs did start out on the front foot, but boy, this bot lane was just so painful for the Jinx and Janna to deal with. Absolutely no inch, not even a centimeter given by Catbot and Kratos over there, not letting the Jinx farm at all. Were some trades going on over there, but Jinx was starving for gold since the beginning of the game, as she was not able to CS. Like, we look at the scoreboard now, just 48 CS at about 10 minutes, not the best. This is where Unseen Blade had an insane flank, the flash ultimate connecting onto 4 members, completely turning around the team fight, and I felt this was like a major turning point in the game though, and they will end up taking down the top laner RTO as well, but then They stay longer than needed and they just start leaking kills. They were not able to convert their kill advantage earlier on into meaningful objectives. I'm not sure if they even took down even one turret by the end of the game, as all the turrets are standing for the side of Asterix. So the base of Asterix was under just no pressure, absolutely no sieging coming out from the side of Old Gods, as the members of Asterix just running rampage. This was the game-winning team fight. You see all turrets still standing for the side of Asterix, and this was a statement performance. This is showing that Asterix is not here to play. They're just here to dominate, ending the game at 26 minutes, and they're not messing around.
Yeah, absolutely. 26-minute game is nothing to joke about. That's one of the faster games you're going to be seeing, at least in this series, given how it will be going. 27 kills to the 18 of OGs. The goal difference swelled to 14k by the end of it. 11 towers to the 0, like Fireball pointed out. 0 towers OG got, and they did get 4 Drakes. They did get 2 Grubs, 1 Herald, but that Herald was even useless. While Asterix were doing the Baron, they were using the Herald up mid. They didn't even get the tower from it. They did some damage, and that's when the Janna did. And now Asterix gets the Baron, they get the Soul, they use their Void Grubs to their advantage, and they end the game pretty fast. Thorfinn pretty dominant in this, but Karma as well. All members essentially of Asterix did a phenomenal job in this game, and it was a delight to watch overall.
Definitely, and I think Asterix will be very, very happy with the performance that they have just put out. It's just gonna radiate confidence in each other, and maybe they are showing us what is yet to come in the series as they completely annihilate OGs. With that being said, we will be looking at who is the crucial MVP of the first game. There were a lot of contenders, but I feel a building is as strong as its foundation, and time and time again Kratos proves why he is the foundation stone of this team on this Karma, dying 0 times, 1, 0 and 14. Just the pressure he put out in the bot lane along with the Ezreal, making sure he made his team stay alive. We saw that great escape from Black Infinity as well just before the dragon. That was all Karma, man, and he just had an insane performance, great positioning, the AoE damage, AoE shield coming out, and everything was just so perfectly played by the side of Kratos. We used to think of him as one of the stronger engaged support champions, like Nautilus is his champion, Blitzcrank is his champion, Leona is his champion, but now he's showing recently that even on Enchanters he's just built different. And with that being said, that is going to be game 1. Stay tuned. We will be back shortly for the second game of Crucial by Micron presents Shreeman Legends Community Clash, and see you guys soon.
For a month. I don't take any means out of lunch. I've been spelling all my sneakers, I don't jump. Me and mine only trying to double up, yeah. Me and mine trying to build, come up front, yeah. Measure twice, cut once, what we on, yeah. Measure twice, cut once, what we on, yeah. I've been reading Proverbs on the work, yeah. And I've been shutting down the stars, yeah. Cause when it rains and it pours, yeah. And I'm ready for some more, yeah. And I've been reading all the war. And I've been shutting down the stores, yeah. Cause when it rain and it pours, yeah. And I'm ready for some more, yeah. And I've been reading all the war. And here I go again. I hope y'all never ever get the chance to win. I'm Westbrook and I'm staying at the rim, yeah. Does anybody really wanna jump with him? Yeah. I got agents who talk like friends, yeah. I got friends only wanna talk business. I got expensive, cause winning's expensive. I got expensive, cause winning's expensive. I've been reading all the war. And I've been shutting down the stars, yeah. Cause when it rains and it pours, yeah. And I'm ready for some more, yeah. And I've been reading all the war, yeah. And I've been shutting down the stars, yeah. Cause when it rains and it pours, yeah. And I'm ready for some more, yeah. And I've been reading all the war, and I've been shutting down the stars, yeah. Cause when it rains and it pours, yeah. And I'm ready for some more, yeah. And I've been reading all the war, yeah. And I've been shutting down the stores. Yeah, cause when it rain and it pours. Yeah, and I'm ready for some more. Yeah, and I've been reading all the war. Yeah.
When the game on the line, you can't fold and you can't bend. Y'all be playing it safe and I be going for the win. Remember back when they was doubting on the kid. Now they tuned in cause my game too legit. Stayed down, remain humble and I made it work. Crazy how I came out so clean from the dirt. We was using candles on the nights the lights ain't work. We ain't never going back to that and that I merged. Turn your back on me, the worst mistake you ever make. Keep my grass cut, gotta watch out for the snakes. If it's on my plate, best believe it's getting paid. I'm falling like I'm Kobe 33 before the 8. I just want the rings and the medals and the trophies. I want the Kardashians and Jenner to all know me. I wanna take a Uber to the hills to visit Chloe. I want the floor seats cause I'm tired of the nosebleeds. When the game on the line, you can't fold and you can't bend. Y'all be playing it safe and I be going for the win. Remember back when they was doubting on the kid. Now they tuned in cause my game too legit. I feel like I'm Scottie Pippen, putting on the work but they don't give me no recognition. Basically the league's MVP but the P is missing. I'm the most valuable but sometimes they tend to forget it. I live my life on the edge but my back against the wall. I make sure my shoes lace cause who gon' catch me if I fall against the odds, but I'ma beat them all. I used to have a lot of friends, I never thought my day one circle be this small, but who needs love if it's fake love? I'm trying to shine like the diamonds on Mike's glove. Get in my way and you gon' feel it just like Mike's glove. I'm trying to go from burnt rugs to the red rugs. That's facts. When the game on the line, you can't fold and you can't bend. Y'all be playing it safe and I be going for the win. Remember back when they was doubting on the kid. Now they tuned in cause my game too legit. Who gon' stop me now? I'm on the road, let me know. Who gon' stop me now? Who gon' stop me now? Who gon' stop me now? I'm on the road, let me know. Who gon' stop me now? Gang, gang. When the game on the line, you can't fold and you can't bend. Y'all be playing it safe and I be going for the win. Remember back when they was doubting on the kid. Now they tuned in cause my game too legit. When the game on the line, you can't fold and you can't bend. Y'all be playing it safe and I be going for the win. Remember back when they was doubting on the kid. Now they tuned in cause my game too legit.
They wanna count me out. Next time pick a higher number. Next time you should run for cover. Next time let the giants slumber. They wanna keep me down. No amount of your words get humble. That spirit that refused to crumble. Got the wrong line, reduce the mumbles. 2 a.m. on first. Imitate vultures how they lurk. 10 toes with it, I'm out of eye with you, boy. Challenge the best with your worst. This is my turf. Way I move is inertia. Can't be stopped, it's unheard of. From the dirt, sweat got my feet muddy. Spend my Wednesday, might search you. On my word, path took plenty turns and wrote my confidence in cursive. When submerged, I found resolving my purpose and tell you about it back on surface. I survived. I survived. Ever been lost in the woods, praying that it don't get dark? Ooh. Ever been in a situation couldn't win, but you still had heart? Yeah, if you anything like me, evolve from chum to shark, the hunger starts to grow apart you didn't know you had. It's like that, flip the switch, turn it up, and I'm giving it gas. I lock it in off free, adrenaline double my percent. Made a home in the unknown, I swear I never fear again. I got ice in my blood, big enough to down this shit. I don't care how bad it get, I got 10 toes down, don't forget, I survived. I survived. When you on the brink and you in too deep, when you feeling weak, when the to breathe. You gon' take a knee? Never. You gon' keep it G forever. Stand up and face whatever. I'm built unique, I'm better than the hard times I've seen. Crime scene, obscene, face the ugly, cover up like Maybelline. Had a certainty and urgency, cut from me like surgery. Formed again more sturdily, personally. I don't see nobody stopping me. I don't see nobody topping me. I don't see nobody honestly. I run you over if that's what it's gotta be. And it's gotta be what I look like, having fear still haunt me. What I look like, having regret haunt me. Pay that price, I don't care what it costs me. All my life, big me against the army. I'ma push the red button on them like Atari. I'm big dog with a human like a Maltese. See more fall off than 03 tall tees. Not sorry for the way I am. Learn to ball them up with no one holding your hand. Never back down, never hide in the sand. If you ain't hear the message, let me say it again. Yo, let me say it again. I survived. I survived. I survived. I survived. I survived.
Barely breathing, don't let go. Hear the whispers, listen close. I know you've never strayed from the fold, but that's how freedom begins. Bended knees and broken bones, a bleeding heart never bleeds alone. I am one of many cries. We are far from the ashes. Rise up, break the cage, be the lion, be the storm, be the strike of the lightning. Rise with the dawn, rage like the sun. This is what we came for. Revolution. Burn your bridges, make your choice. Fight your demons, raise your voice. They're only silent if we're making noise. So let the battle begin. Bended knees and broken bones, a bleeding heart never bleeds alone.
Guys, welcome back in the grand finals of Crucial by Micron presents Shreeman Legends Community Clash. It's me, Madness, and now I have Kaka alongside me for this exchange over here that's very exciting that's going on between Old Gods and Asterix, formerly known as Temple of Kings, and it's been one hell of a first game already. Any thoughts about the first game, Kaka?
Yeah, I mean, quite expected that Asterisk would win in a convincing fashion as it happened, right? 26 minutes was the game time. But I have to say the Unseen Blade played really well on that Nico, getting multiple 4-man engages, getting the solo kill as well in the mid lane. So, of course, he did his job. Now it just remains... I would really like the support from the side of Old Gods to play the champions that he has been playing in the past, like the Renata, like the Blitzcrank, all of these engaged champions that he has pulled up. And for Vortex to come back in as well, as he is missing today. Obviously that wouldn't have made too much difference, I want to say, in the last game at least, because I did feel like the Unseen Blade did really well. And if he can keep up the momentum, it will be a very long series for both these sides. But as we say that Xin Zhao against Thorfinn is banned, Gwen against Infi is banned, Nocturne, as we saw yesterday for W, he was performing really well on that champion, is going to get banned, as well as the Cassiopeia for the Unseen Blade. Remember 8-0 and something like 2 or 3 assists he was at around 15-16 minutes of the first game against Kakao Gaming. So he knows his way around that champion, and well, he's not going to get to play it today.
Yeah, and he had a couple of solo kills as well for him, so that was a good laning phase for himself. Last time Old Gods in the first game did ban out Ash. Let's see if that does follow up. No, it's the Karthus ban also from the first game. So the change is between the Ashe and the Gwen. This time they've left the Ashe open for Catbot if he does want to pick it up. Now it's up to Asterix to choose what they do. One, they are interestingly not banning the Amumu that was getting banned a lot against W yesterday. So that might be the change that he does need, because the Volibear did leave a lot to be desired. He did jump in a bunch of times and it did not go the way he wanted. And instead they're banning out the Mordekai's though, which was pretty good against Zuko in the top lane in game 1. And maybe they're thinking that Zuko might be picking up that for himself as first pick, so that gets thrown out the window. So now it's up to Olgos to think what they want to go for. Last time they did pick Ornn as their first pick. Now it's up to what they want to do over here, and it's going to be the Ashe lock in. So that makes sense of not banning the Ashe to just pick it up themselves, so they can play that. Maybe Elios is more comfortable in that compared to what his Jinx was last time. He did not have a very good laning phase. It was pretty rough on him, but that's also due to a Karma and Ezreal being on the opponents where there's so much poke against him.
Yeah, 100%. It makes a lot of sense. Ashe is one of those ADCs which is really strong in the current meta. You know, has the long range engage, has a really solid laning phase as well. And I'm not too sure about picking on first again. So obviously that just gets thrown apart right here. But for Asterisk, you know RTO's champ pool, right? If the mod is banned, he might go towards that Aatrox. If that gets banned, it's the On. If that gets banned, it's the Renekton. Four of these champions, and he just keeps rotating around those. So obviously does not have the biggest champion pool, and there you go, as expected. One of the 3 champions that we just spoke about comes in. So Old Gods do have their work cut out for themselves. I mean, now is a good position to pick the On, because you can do so well in the laning phase, as well as, you know, the later the game goes, the On is more favored. He will be just fine laning against the Renekton in the late game as well. So I think that would make a lot of sense. But we have seen Zuko play a lot of different champions, and that's what it's going to look like. The Jax comes in for Zuko. Again, I would have really just preferred if he had picked the On, because that's just a very senseless matchup. You don't really need to outplay the Renekton too much. While as Jax, you might lose some early pressure. But this should be a support pick coming in for the side of Vortex. Double S right here. I'm really hoping it's the Renata or one of those champions that can engage. As we saw yesterday's, and looks like it's going to be the Pyke. That's a very ballsy pick. I'm not sure about that one right now. Of course, he has played very, very well in this tournament, so whatever he picks, I think we'll get right behind it. And for Kratos, who is also known as one of those engaged support champions, as Faisal had just confirmed, or, you know, spoke about it in the previous game as well, you know, picking the Nautilus, picking the Blitzcrank, but then he gets the MVP on Karma. So Kratos is just someone who is very versatile when it comes to his champion pool. Is going to lock in the Braum as well against the Pyke, and now look at that, a very short range comp so far for Asterisk, but a really solid comp nonetheless so far.
Yeah, and the Braum matchup with the Corki would be nice, but now it looks like they're going to target a lot of mid laner bans. The Syndra is the first to go out the window for the Unseen Blade. He will not be allowed to play that. And now it's up to Old Gods for their first ban of the second phase. It's up to what they can choose. What's open on Asterix is the jungle, right? It's the mid. It's up what we want to do. They have leaving this till the last second for themselves, and it's going to be looking to be maybe a tricky kind of draft for them towards the ender part of it. Now the Asol ban against Thorfinn. Asol is pretty good, but he does not pick it that often as we would like to see from him. The ban is still left open right now, and this might be
the Victor is open as well. Madness, sorry to cut you off. The Victor is open, and I would really like to see Old Gods ban that one out, because Thorfinn is one of the few players who really likes playing the Victor. And right now, again, as I said yesterday as well, Victor seems like he is a bit strong. So I would really like to see that ban come in. Now let's see what the Old Gods decide.
Yeah, and Asterix banning out the Rise instead. I think they're just going to be centering around the mid lane side. And no, but Old Gods do pick up the Jarvan ban for themselves, so that's not going to be there as a jungle option anymore. And now it's up to Asterisk to see what they want to leave as their counter pick for the last. Will they want to counter jungle, want to counter mid? Most likely mid in terms of what Thorfinn can do. Thorfinn now doesn't have the ace wall now. The Victor is still open right now, as Kaka very rightly pointed out, especially with now his buffs to his R, to his Q. It's a lot of changes that have come into the patch that do put it on, but now they pick up the Elise. Now this is going to be a very gang-centric kind of comp for them, because this Elise has to get that early on pressure to maybe snowball it for herself. Otherwise, she's just going to be, you know, a cocoon machine towards the end part of the game.
Yeah, 100%. Ellie is one of those champions who you do need to like get ahead to make her work, but I am never going to doubt Black Infinity whenever it comes to playing any of these champions. Honestly, played the Diana last game, did not have the greatest impact, but he was still relevant in the game. And now Elise is really good with the Renekton, really good with the Braum as well. Any laner that can provide CC along with the Cocoon can do really well, with the Elise pairing it up with her. So it's a very early game centric comp coming in for the side of Asterisk. So it looks like they are looking to end this game early. As we were speaking about Victor, that's going to get logged in for the Unseen Blade, and Thorfinn might be well served if he picks up some control mage to go up against it, like the Oriana or the Hui that we have seen from him, and that looks like the choice for him. Let's see if that gets logged in. That would round out their comp really well as well. A lot of CC, a lot of disengage coming out from the Braum, and Wave with so much damage. So the comps have been logged in. I have to say, if this does go towards that late game, Old Gods really are favored in this one, but do not underestimate RTO on his Renekton top only pick, and Infinity on the Elise as well, as he has shown time and time again that he is capable of playing any playstyle, any sort of champion that his team requires for him to do really well in.
Yeah, and maybe a bit of lack of judgment from the top side of Old Gods for, like, you know, Zuko. Even though it reached the game, he's going to be really strong. He's going to have a bit of a hard time early on against the Renekton in the top side. Maybe the Ornn, as Kaka was talking about, would have been a better pick. But now the Unseen Blade did not have that good a match yesterday on the Victor for himself. But now maybe it's the time for redemption for him. Maybe he's going to pull out some craziness for us. W has the Vi, good engage from his side. Now I want to see what Vortex SS does on this Spike. The Spike is a very spicy pick for himself and for our scene in general. We don't usually see many Pikes. We usually see a lot of enchanters and very tanky engage kind of supports. Now Kratos has his Braum. He is very well versed on this champion. He will be providing a lot of disengage, a lot of backup and shielding for his team. And now Thorfinn is also on one of his more comfortable champions, that being the Hui. So it's up to what the Hui and Victor do in the mid lane, who gets the upper advantage. Catbot on the Corki will also be very good on this champion, given that Corki for so much long of a time was as well a mid lane champion. So maybe this is also playing into their minds. But honestly, unless you snowball pretty early on, it's going to be tough for Asterix right about there with that Elise in their pickup right there. And they do have 2 APs compared to the 1 AP of the Old Gods. So they are more balanced out in terms of AP and AD damage, but it's up to what they're going to do in terms of the pathing of the Elise and where he's going to gank first. And he gives top prio or bot prio, and where he's going to go. He has to go for some early grubs and drakes. And last time Asterix dominated jungle wise, so I'm wanting to see the same kind of determination coming from their side.
Yeah, 100%. You know, Old Gods do have such a favorable scaling draft. All 5 of their champions are going to outscale the opposite numbers. You know, the Jax is one of the strongest late game champions. The Vi obviously does relatively well into the late game. The Victor we know already all about. Ashe, you are going to get some crit items as well. So all of these champions, you know, doing so well in the late game. So that should be the goal for the Old Gods as well. That should be the strategy for them laid out pretty easily. That, guys, we need to go beyond 25-30 minutes by just, you know, not falling too far behind. 3-4k gold lead is nothing. And if they can get a Drake or 2, that would be the real cherry on top as well. So that's what they need to aim for. And for the side of Asterisk, it's just all guns blazing. in the early game. The first 10-15 minutes are so crucial for the Elise, for the Renekton, for the Corki as well, who spikes really hard on 2 items. So watch out for a lot of early game action coming in from the side of Asterisk and Old Gods, just holding their line, holding their defense, and just playing it out smartly towards that late game. And we are just, this is growing up to be a really great second game of the series already, especially when it comes to the team comps that these guys have drafted for themselves.
Yeah, and it works in favor of Asterix given the fact that we are very aggressive region. They will be going for those aggressive plays, so this is what they want to go for. Usually we don't go for many late game type of comps, given that it takes a lot of time to get there. We usually try to end the games before we reach the point where the late games scale to that kind of objective. But later on, Zuko will be pretty strong, given he has the Jax and can go for, side lanes pretty well. It's going to be hard to match him up. So that can be playing into the minds of what Old Gods are trying to do for or go for with this comp instead of going for the Ord in the top side. Now it's up to W to show us why he's the jungler right now and show more prowess in that role and maybe go for more of these jungle objective fights, because last time even the Unseen Blade did hit that 4-man Nicole, they still managed to give over one of the second spawns of grubs to Asterix, and that gave them that crucial 4th grub for themselves. So maybe they have to get their timings a bit right before they go in for engages like that. And I really want to see Unseen Blade do well on this Victor, given how the champion is right now in the current meta.
Yeah, 100%. And I mean, you only need a couple of items and a couple of fights for the Victor to really get online, get those upgrades, those hex tech upgrades on his skills, and then just be the menace that he is in team fight, especially with the Arcane Storm that's coming in the new ultimate, which grows every time you get a kill or an assist, every time you get a takedown basically, and it increases by 3 seconds the duration of the ultimate as well. And that ultimate is really big. It can cover more than half of the map as we jump into this game 2 of the grand finals of the Shreeman
They're
Legend
all both going
Community
towards
Cup.
the bot side of the map over here. 5 men incoming over here. Just look
I
at
don't
this.
think we're
This
going
is
to see
the
any
spice I was
action,
looking.
man.
I really
Nah,
want to see. They're
this
going to
is
walk
not
up to that
happening.
Corki. The Corki might have to start up the E, but no, Corki's walked away from the bush. And now they're like ships in the night. They've passed each other essentially into each
Oh,
other's
this
own
is so...
jungles. This is a very risky. And it's about where if they'll meet on the way back. Even they won't meet right now. It's going to be about where they meet on the way back into their own camps and what they want to go for. OGs are staying a lot more than Asterix for themselves. The top laner has recall and he will be going there. You can see that RTO is also going to be following that. He's going to go for his own recall channel there towards Corki in that bush. But it looks like Asterix really want to take this buff, but no, it looks like more members are falling away from him. Infi is going to be sticking around, so Infi really wants this. But
Yeah,
Vi will be going
it looks
instead
like
towards
W
the
is
side.
exactly. It looks like he's starting towards that top side of the map. So, of course, that is not intentional, but it turns out to be a great call, because if he had ran towards his red buff, the Braum is there with all of his tags, and that would have spelled a lot of trouble.
And look where the Pike and the Ash is right now, Kaka. They are going to be meeting this Braum and Corki right here near this bush.
They will find out really soon where they started. There you go. This will give away the information that the red buff is gone for the side of W. I really hope that's communicated right there. And the Raptors as well are going to follow. It looks like Infinity is just going to take the whole red side jungle and then look for a gang towards that bot side of the map. So OGs have to play really careful towards that bot side. Alloy and Vortex on the Ash and Pike. Pike can still get out of these gangs very easily, but it looks like they are going aggressive right here. And the Elise is just around the corner. This is very risky.
Very risky indeed, but the Braum has been chunked quite a bit. He's going to be having to use his potions, but I think now the Elise will be walking right now into that Pike. The Cocoon does land, the Pike does get pulled up and just has to flash away to survive from a nice, excellent repel from Infi to dodge the stun from the E of the Pike. And excellent work going on. They do get the flash out of the Pike for later ganks if they do want to, but in the meantime, it looks like W has not stopped at all and he's on a path for the opponent red buff in the top side. Will be picking that that up. In the top side, Zuko has got the advantage of level, but nice pull in onto Kratos. Alios cannot do much over there because he's been checked out. One more hit onto him, and he will be stunned up as well. Catbot going very dangerously low. One more hit, and he will be finished, but I don't think you can
Both
reach
of
him
them
right
are
about now.
so
You don't even have the
low,
flash.
but
The
the
flash forward by
Ash.
Alios. Oh my god, the Ash recognizing the kill potential over the Pike with his
Beautiful
hook
hook
forward.
as well.
Kratos has to flash away, but look who's here. It's the Elise. The Braum passive does line up, and it's an answer back onto the support right there by Infi. But he's delaying a lot of his jungle rotation right now with these repeated ganks. He's still matched up
Yeah,
equally in number of
but
camps,
you
but
are in
W hasn't taken advantage.
you're an elite, so it's fine. You can give up those early camps if you get kills in return, right? And that's
True.
exactly what happened. Infi gets the second Dark Harvest stack, if I'm not wrong, and look at, oh my god, W with a beautiful gank coming in behind the mid first tier turret, so that was really great to watch as well. And the Unseen Blade will get the assist as well for it. The the Hui having to burn his flash. Elise will do the same. Infi is running for his life right now, decides to go back in. Might not be the best decision as Infi is going to get hooked, but it's a lot of damage coming in from Thorfinn. The Cocoon connects onto Unseen Blade, who is going to flash out, and Thorfinn unable to finish the Unseen Blade. Oh, all said and done, it turns out no one's going to die. But what a skirmish we had in the mid side of the map right now. This game is blowing. 4
And this is
minutes 38
exactly
seconds.
what we anticipate this game being like right here. Given that Elise pick, you're gonna be super aggro with anything you do. Go for it, the bot side with the top side. RTO does eat a turret shot over there, but this Ash is left alone at this
Oh,
turret.
Ash is
And
going
there
to
is
get
dive
broke
potential pretty soon, but the Pike is close by. They see the Pike and maybe are going to back out of this dive. They do choose to, but in the top side, RTO has been left for the Wolves, and it's the Jax picking up that kill from the gank with W. So W is matching a lot of these ganks. Did get the kill in the mid, he helps with getting the kill in the top side. So he is trying to match the aggression that the Elise is putting out right now. He's doing a pretty fine job of that. The Grubs will be spawning in around 40 seconds time. The Drig's already up, so these jungle objectives will also be playing in the mind of the junglers right now. Elise is finally doing some more of her camps after committing a lot of her time here. That failed dive bot, because the Pike does show up, is respected by Asterix. They choose not to go in for it, and it's, in my opinion, at least a well-deserved thought. Now Zuko walks up halfway towards his turret before TPing to it. Maybe not the best of times to TP. Maybe he
Yeah,
has to back for
Zuko's
something
really not
else.
known for his TPs anyway, so I don't think that's going to matter too much. I remember yesterday on Ambessa, he had one of the worst TPs that I've seen.
Oh yes.
But having said that, he is 15 CS behind. I think that was expected, but the kill helps out a lot, as again a beautiful engage towards that bot side. Vortex double S just popping off on this Pike so far, hooks the Braum in. Kratos will end up dying. W picks that kill up, but that is going to open a few opportunities for the side of Black Infinity to get those grubs, but he is going to get spotted by the Unseen Blade, as the bot side Scuttle is going to get picked up by W before taking a lot of damage. Might be lethal right here. If Thorfinn can connect his QW right there, that's going to miss. That would have been a kill, but that will secure them the early grubs that have just spawned and are going to get taken out uh, by the side of Infi and RTO.
Yeah, so Envy again, once again, prioritizing these grubs first works out for him. They know where the opponent jungler is right now. He is so low, he has to back before he can do anything. By the time he makes it over there, he realizes the grubs are gone, will be going towards his own blue buff. And now look at this, RTO is not getting the better of these trades as you would have wanted early on. And the Jax has got one kill, has got the Sheen, has got a cloth armor, so will be taking reduced damage at the back of it. Elise is close by in case the Jax does step forward. And it has been ping. She is waiting in the bush currently, but might be biding too much time. Unless the Jax does leap strike forward, I don't think you can take much advantage in this situation. But that's exactly what he does. He does eat. The stun does land, the cocoon does land, and Infi with his patience does get his second kill of the game, gets 2 stacks in his Dark Seal as well, and the patience playing off for the jungler of his Asterix at that point.
Yeah, I'm not sure if Zuko needed to trade there for whatever reason he decided to. The wave is coming towards him. The top ward was taken out by RTO previously, and they had full information of the Elise as well because she had just taken the grubs not even 30 seconds ago. So you should expect the Elise to, to be towards that top side of the map, but he gets caught with his pants down for some reason. I don't think that should have happened at all, and Infinity will be the benefactor of that mistake. Picks up the second kill for himself. Has the 100 gold shutdown bounty on him. Is going towards that Storm Surge, which is again a really good starting item on Elise. And if he can get to Snowball, he can take over the game. Both the junglers, honestly, are showing up uh, pretty big in the early game so far.
Yeah, absolutely. Both junglers have 2 kills, and Vi has that extra added assist on herself. They're the only two ones with bounties on the health, so that's just saying how much kill participation that is going on from their side. Vi is going to be trying to match as aggressive as Elise goes. Had to give up 3 grubs on the top side. Will be trying to fight maybe for this dragon. But the wave is going to be pushing towards Asterix side, so they can take advantage of that as well with the wave being pushed there. The Corki is farming up, is up on the Ash around 4 CS, but that is not that much currently at this point. In the mid lane, Victor is up around 7 CS on the wave, but the
Yeah,
Elise
but
is close
the
by. They're going for the engage, but look who's here. It's Vi as well. The Q does land, but the shield of the Braum does block it. The Cocoon lands on the Ash, gets cleansed instantly. The R from the Vi connects onto the Braum. And there goes both the support and the jungler right there. And then Catbot with a nice flash hit by the bike. The Cocoon, the repel upwards from Infi saves his own life. The ult from Thorfinn lands on Unseen Blade. Unseen Blade's in a precarious situation and will be going down to Thorfinn over there. That's his first kill of the game. That's the first death of Unseen Blade as well. And they'll be even getting further plates over here while the Ashe can just look while her turret is getting eaten away at.
Yeah, and Infinity just playing so well on the Elise as well. Gets the shutdown bounty for himself by killing W. Who did engage onto the Braum. He was happy, trading 1 for 1 there. But Thorfinn shows up on time, kills the flashless Victor right there with his ultimate and Q. And that's going to be a favorable trade for the side of Asterix, who did burn quite a lot of summoner spells from the side of OGs as well. The Pike Flash has gone. The cleanse from Ash was blown as well. So at the end of the day, it was a 2 for 2. But it does work out for Asterisk, who do want to get ahead. But Zuko in the top side of the map is going to secure that solo kill for himself very early on in the game. And this just gets even worse as every minute goes by for the Renekton, who will get outscaled pretty hard. Looks like he's going to make that Black Cleaver pretty soon, but when Zuko gets his Triforce, and look at that, he's gotten 2 plates for himself in the top side as well. That is just so favorable for the Jax, and really well played by Zuko there. Gets the matchup that he wanted, gets the solo kill as well.
Yeah, guess a solo kill gets 2 plates. As you did say, the Ashe are missing out over there on a kill in the mid side. The Pike's here to provide some cover to the Vi, and this is why the fights are breaking out, because the Void Grubs are yet again up, and it looks like Asterix are trying to get all 6 in total. They have got 3. They'll probably get the 4th before any kind of engage can go by. Renekton's also here for a shadow play. The Pike is pretty far away right now, so I think the call is from OGs to give up all the grubs right now. There's nothing much they can do in that scenario. Asterix will be getting all 6. The dragon is currently up. RTO is using Slice and Dice to dodge some of this counter strike from Zuko, but last time it did land. Zuko pops the ult, gets the empowered auto attack with his W, gets that hit. RTO eats another turret shot. But look at this W, you're in the wrong part over here. The Q to try and dodge some of his abilities. The ult from Thorfinn lands. Infi is the one who picks up the kill, and they're trying to go into RT over here. The turret shot is following him, but it's not enough to finish him off. And another kill does land onto the Jax over there from the side of Infi. That's a double kill for him. He's already got 10 stacks on the Darkseid, and it doesn't look like they're done in this scenario. They are trying to dive it further over here, but recognizing the gravity well is too much. Kratos is the one who is sacrificed for the kill that Infi will pick up, does repel away, uses the minions for her escape,
but the Ashe is coming soon
safely over there.
The Ashe is here as well. I think Infinity might end up dying. Let's see how Eloy plays it out. He has full vision of both these guys. W is here as well. Does not have the ultimate, but I think Infinity is
That
going.
is a big shutdown bounty as
That's
well
a
that
big,
the Ash
big
does
shutdown
want.
for
He
the side
does
of
use
Ash
the
right
enchanted
there.
arrow to just secure it over there.
There you
Picks
go.
it up for himself, and that also minimizes the stacks that the Dark Seal did have on the Elite. So nice pickup on the goal, reduction in the Dark Seal, and Zuko's trying to 1v1 against Catbot over here. Has popped his ultimate as well in the fight. So I think it's a trade of lanes right now. The Ash is the one going to take it the top side. Right, Blue can try and match it over. Not a very good start for RTO, but an excellent start for Black Infinity. But as the game goes on, OGs will be getting stronger. As we did say, they're going to scale pretty heavily in that Victory, in that Jax, in that Ash. It's going to be a lot. And the hooks of Vortex SS has not been missing much. Once again, landing the hook onto Kratos over here. Kratos, where are you going to run? You're going to have to jump to Thorfinn to survive in that scenario. And this might just provide the opening that OGs need to pick up one of these jungle objectives, which should be that first Drake.
Yeah, let's see if the W starts that objective as he will. The Drake is going down at a really fast rate as Zuko's there as well. So that should be the first objective for the side of OGs as well. And you can see the goal difference, only 1,000 difference coming in. And we did see the Ash pick up the 997 bounty by killing Black Infinity right there. 3-0 and 2,5600 gold. I mean, look at the gold on Black Infinity though. That's almost 7,000 gold. He has almost 1/3 of the team's gold, all for himself on that champion. 8-1-1. Just showing us how to play Elise in the early game. Just compare his gold to his top laner right there. 4,800 to 7,000. That's the difference. 2,200 difference coming in as Aloy is going to have to blow his flash. Uses the arrow. Catbot, he burns his flash as well, but he might still be in trouble as Infinity is here. Misses the cocoon, but that should be a very dead W. Not before Vortex finishes Catbot with his ultimate. So that turned out pretty well, I would say, for the side of OGs, denying so much farm and experience from Catbot, who is now 0-3 and 4 on this Corki. So the bot lane from Asterisk not having the best of the game. No one actually is having a great game for them in terms of score line. 0-2, 1-2, 0-3, 0-3, except for Black Infinity, who has the lion's share of the kills, 9 out of 10, and 1 assist for himself as well. So he is standing really tall in this game, waiting for his team to follow up as well.
Yeah, and he's doing pretty well for himself, even though now his team are, except for him, is not doing much. But Infi is going to fall off later on, even though he gets a huge lead for himself right now, unless he can use it to tunnel more gold into his, other teammates. I think it's going to be a bit of a disaster for Asterisk, right? Especially where Catbot is sitting at right now in the 0-3-4 margin. He's behind in pretty much a lot of gold to his counterpart, the Ash, around 800 gold as well. So that's a huge difference for them. Vortex has been landing essential, a lot of Qs. And look at this, W is getting bullied here by the Elise. Follows up with the Rappel, but the gravity was enough to deter Infi from going further over there and getting maybe another kill for himself. And what does this do? It opens up Asterix to pick up this Rift Herald, because the OG's jungler has to recall right now and go back. And this is where Asterix do shine so much in their jungle objectives. They already have 6 grubs. They did go over the first Drake, but hey, that's only 1 Drake, and you do pick up the Rift Herald at the end of the day as well. So that's just a lot of dominance that Asterix is showing in terms of jungle objectives at least.
Yeah, and Rift Herald, one of those objectives that you can use to snowball, as Kratos is going to go down yet again. It seems like, again, the bot lane just not having the best of the game as Catbot gets caught by the Vi, who is just going to burst from the damage coming out from Black Infinity, who was 10-1-1, still 100% kill participation for his team. And let's look at the items as well. He has the Storm Surge completed. As the fight continues, Zuko is here with his counter strike, gets hit by the Hue ultimate and is going to go down to Black Infinity, and Thorfinn on the other side of the screen is going to kill Aloy on the Ash as well. That's the sort of fight, that's the sort of snowball that they needed to blow this game
that's
open.
Vortex is going out, doing down there for even his trouble. Thorfinn's doing pretty very well on this the Hue, because he's the only other guy in the team with kills except for Black Infinity, right? Infi has 11. Thorfinn has 3 off the 14. Now W is trying to come in over here, just missed a bit of the timing over there, allows Thorfinn and the Reco to fall back. Kratos is going to be a huge shield towards the end part, but this is a point where OGs also do scale. They are pretty behind in gold right now, around 5k behind in gold right about now, but W does not want to give up this pink ward for free, but in the end chooses to do just about that. Drake will be coming out in around 45 seconds time, and that's one you want to be looking for. That's a Hextech Drake. It's pretty strong for you, but now we do know that the soul can't be a cloud or a Hextech. Infi is walking into into the Pyke over here. Pyke does get the stun up, but I don't think there's much follow-up overall. Another ward does go down just in case, and this amount of fight for vision is just because this dragon will be coming up. They're choosing to now push in the mid wave, because after that they can then maybe look towards this dragon side. On the top side, both the top laners do have TPs for the fight that will be coming out. Even Unseen Blade has his own TP as well, so we're looking for something spicy. But look at this, the Pyke is doing a lot of things over here. He's pulling it from that side and jumping this way. So this guy is very flexible on this champion. The Hextech Drake has spawned. It has been started by the red side by Team Asterix right now, and now a fight is just imminent at this point.
Yeah, 100%. The hook connects onto the Braum. The ult from Thorfinn is going to whip. The counter strike comes in. Stuns RTO is going to flash away. The hook comes in again. Kratos in trouble, but on the side of your screen, Aloy has gone down. That's the major chunk of damage coming in from the side of OG's. Flash EE used by Thorfinn onto the Unseen Blade, who it looks like is going to go down as well. It's a 3-4-1 so far. Oh, that's a big shutdown for the side of OGs, and Vortex onto Infi, but that's going to be ace for the side of Asterisk, who did pick up the dragon as well. A 2-for-5 trade coming in, and it looks like they will get the inhibitor turret as well here. And look at the goal lead madness. It's almost a 7,000. That's a 7,000 goal lead at 19 minutes. And remember what we said in the champ select. You cannot fall behind in the early game, because if you do, this is what's going to happen. Look at the items on Black Infinity. On the Ellie, Shadow Flame, Storm Surge, looks like he's going towards that death cap as well, all in 20 minutes. That is a very, very fed Elise, and she is going to one-shot anyone that's going to stand in front of her right now. And we were afraid of it, and it looks like it's going to happen. You give Black Infinity the sort of champions that he's going to have a say in the early game with, and that's what he's going to do. 12-2-4. That's just MVP level performance right there. I mean, him and Thorfinn have been the shining light so far in this game too, and they are showing up big in this game too.
Thorfinn is getting hooked in over here, hit by the enchanted arrow by the Ashe as well, and that's Thorfinn going down. That's a bit of a caster curse right there from my dear man Kaka, with him praising Thorfinn right there, and Thorfinn does go down, but they did use a lot to take him down as well. Now both these top laners don't have DPs. They can't go in for any of the fights. They have to just juke it out over there. Pyke does E over the wall to safety, does get it around, but look who's here is the big bad spider. Infi, if he even catches anyone, can do a lot of damage. Look at Gadbot flashing over the wall, a double kill for him, but he does go down at the end of the day. That shutdown does go over to W before he falls. The Braum is going to fall as well in the fight, and it's just the Spider and the Ashe standing at the end of the day. Infi and Elios are just staring at each other, and that ends that trade. But RTO has pushed this wave pretty far in over here against Zuko. Zuko is having a hard time trying to match him right now. He does have his Trinity, does have his steel caps, but RTO does have his Black Cleaver, does have his own steel caps, and after that entire exchange, Infi is back yet again on 10 stacks of his Dark Seal, so is pretty strong.
Yeah, and
with that, has the needlessly large.
Yeah, there you go. He got the tier 2 gold as well. So, oh my god, Thorfinn is just playing with the enemy. Ashe finishes her off right there as well. That might open up some sort of Baron opportunity for the side of Asterisk, and it looks like they are going to make that call and start it pretty soon. I mean, look at the items on Black Infinity right now. 10 stacks on Dark Seal, Death Cap, Shadow Flame, Storm Surge, and Sorcerer's Boot completed. This is such a fed Elise. She is, I mean, I am at loss of words, honestly, because of how fed Black Infinity is. One cocoon is equal to one death. And look at the items as well. Full morph Malmortius completed for W, who's deciding to go in. Even if you kill Catbot right there, it's going to do nothing as he ends up dying. The Baron is secured for the side of OGs. And Thorfinn is looking for his 9th kill as well. Is going to use his QW. Barely misses out. Victor has to burn his flash to get out of that sticky situation. As in the bot lane, the action doesn't stop. RTO TPs in is going to trade in very heavily on
right
Zuko.
now.
I think Zuko ends
Counter
up
strike
dying
does
here.
land, but Zuko is dead, and now Asterix can look to try and even march it in a bit over here. They're going to pick up the
I think
inhibitor
this
right
is
now.
game
Can they even
if
get
they
more?
decide.
I don't think it's game because Asterix is looking to be backing right now. They are walking away from it. I don't think they can think about doing because W was also spawning right there, and Zuko is pretty far. So RT was pretty far away from the fight. But just look at this Spider. She has been doing everything for her team right now. Won almost all the early exchanges, all the things, got the kills, got the goal loaded up onto her, and after that, even Thorfinn as the backup is a lot. Even the play from Catbot with the flash over the wall secures the double kill for himself was huge right there. And as you can see in the Dragon Camp that we do have the Drake Camp, the Mountain Drake is coming up, so it's a Mountain Soul map. But the way this match is going and the pace that Ash is going up, I don't think we're gonna even see the likes of a Soul in this game. The way they're trying to end it as fast as possible, and at least it's just soloing the Drake right now while her entire team is pushing up right here, and OG still can't do anything about it. The Q from the Vi does land onto the Braum over there. He is shielded up, but he's left alone quite a bit. The ultimate from the Vi into the Pi Q and R, and that's another kill for Vortex SS. He's already on 7 kills on this Pi. Has been playing pretty phenomenally, given what we thought was a pretty unusual pick right about now, but it's just maybe not enough. Thorfinn's just sitting, chilling in base. The Jax is jumping in onto him, but the fear from Thorfinn does land. You don't have another Q, and you're so low, and that's the Jax getting popped by Thorfinn over there in that scenario. Thorfinn is so strong, you're going to have to send at least 2 members to maybe try and match him over here, Kaka.
Yeah, 100% as you said, and it looks like the game is going to end as well here as Thorfinn is going to pick up his 10th kill of the game. We were really hoping that we would go past 30 minutes, but it's not looking very likely. RTO flashes in, uses his Ruthless Predator onto the Ashe. He burns the cleanse but cannot get out of that situation, and this was a one-man show turned into a two-man show from the side of Asterisk. Black Infinity and Thorfinn showing up really big in this game, and yeah, I did say Black Infinity did not have the greatest impact in game 1. Well, there's our answered madness. The man shows up and just shuts down any sort of expectations that we had coming in from the side of Old Gods. Of course, still without their main AD carry, but I don't think that would have made any difference.
Yeah, the way that Infi was playing this, just phenomenal. He got so much gold channeled onto him that he was such a big threat. They didn't even see that Thorfinn was slowly getting so strong, and once they realized it, they were just still sending single members towards him, and he was just killing them one by one. When they realized that he was a bigger threat, they sent more members, and that just allowed the rest of his team to, control this match. It was honestly a two-man show at the back of it, the way they did play it out, and, we did say, at least you have to end the game early. What did they do? They ended it faster than the first game itself, so it's just showing you that they know exactly what to do with that comp, and Black Infinity knows exactly what to do with that champion, running a complete show on that Spider Queen over there, neutralizing targets, and just making W's life a living hell in this match. And I don't think there was any sign that this Vi was much. He did have a couple of good ultimates that did get him some kills, but it just wasn't enough. Even the stellar performance from Vortex SS, right, on that bike, he landed so many hooks, did a lot with his ultimates, just was not enough. He was just a bit too squishy for that Elise that could pick him up. With that being said, guys, let's take a look at some of the crucial moments from this match.
Yeah, a lot of crucial moments, honestly, in this game, and we will see that Elise. I think that's a highlight reel for the Elise, honestly. Instead of crucial moments, we can just call it right now. Thorfinn dodging a really good gank here. Did end up dying. This was a great start to the bot lane from OGs, but Infinity is there. The ride on Q finishes off the kill. onto Vortex, and that's where the snowball started for him. Was looking to go towards that mid side of the map. W, as we said, had a great start, but this is the shutdown that he ended up giving to the side of Black Infinity, and then it was just non-stop action. The Elise kept on getting further ahead, and it looked like OGs just could not find their footing in this game.
Yeah, and at least with a couple of very good repels to dodge a lot of things, not just in this fight, a bunch of times. So very well played by him. And this is where Thorfinn gets his first kill, and this is where he also starts to snowball quite a bit. You see, even in this fight right now, the Vi is just not where you want to be as a Vi. You get caught out, you're being pushed out of your own jungle essentially. RTO had a pretty rough start in the beginning, but later on was sufficient enough to match Zuko and did solo kill him, I think at least twice. So he did a pretty good job as well after a pretty horrendous start, if I say so, where Zuko gets the solo kill in the beginning in the laning phase. Over here you see that Kratos does get sacrificed, but Infi will be picking up yet another kill, and he was always sitting around the 10 marks on the Dark Seal for a long time. Even if he dies, he comes back instantly, gets a couple of more kills, gets that 10, gets to hit again onto that 10 mark, and yes, he was just snowballing it out of proportion essentially. Catbird does get caught out quite a bit, but that's just the kind of role he's playing, and maybe just not used to positioning according to that ADC role. But his team does provide excellent backup, and Thorfinn and Elise in this game were just crazy. Infi just having a stellar MVP kind of performance. He was just crazy with the way he was going in, and just Unseen Blade just not playing the Victor again to its full potential essentially compared to what he can be playing it as. I think so that much. RTO does TP into this fight. The Drake's getting picked up. Asterix don't even need to get the complete soul before the end. That's how fast they were going for. And I just love that Infi's always prioritizing taking the Void Grubs first and denying as much from OG's side.
Yeah, 100%, as you rightly pointed out. And huge shout out to Thorfinn as well. We have criticized the man quite a lot in the past, but ever since it looks like he's joined Asterisk or previously TOK, he has leveled up as well. He is not the old Thorfinn who would just engage fights and end up dying. He has gotten a lot of discipline and a lot of improvement from his side as well. It looks like he is top 2 if not top 1 mid laner in the scene currently, as Catbot is playing that ADC role. So again, huge props to him. He has improved leaps and bounds from the previous tournaments, and that's really great to watch as well. As we will be jumping into the scoreboard really quickly after this last team fight that had happened. Never mind, we'll just jump directly into it because we don't want to waste any more time. And look at the goal difference at 25 minutes. That's a 11,000 goal difference. 11 turrets to 1. Void Grubs, Rift Herald, Baron, you name it, everything for the side of Asterisk. And that's why they are, again, the big favorites in any of these tournaments, right? Because the competition might change, but they are still reigning supreme, making it look very easy. Another dominating performance from them in this game too.
Yeah, and even if you see these stats I covered in the last game as well, OGs in 2 games only managed to take down 1 tower in the entire 2 games that were just done over here. They got 2 Void Grubs only as well, and they've been choked out a lot in terms of jungle objectives. They did get 1 Drake, but Asterix is ending it before you can even think about getting to the soul part of it. So OGs have to step up. This is their last ditch effort. Asterix is 2-0 up in the series right now, and they are doing a phenomenal job. The name might change, but the players are the same, and they are doing so well, bringing pride to that Asterix name right now with the first tournament under that banner right now. And that being said, guys, let's take a look at the crucial MVP of this match. I don't think there's much doubt in people's heads about
not at all.
Who this should be, right? It has to be Black Infinity on that Elise. 13, 2, and 5. So much damage, and just his gang potential was just insane. Even in that first blood that his team did get in the bot, the opponent OGs did get in the bot side, he comes back just in time to pick up the kill, even saves his Braum, and that's where he starts snowballing off. Even though he was matched quite a bit by the jungler of OGs in the beginning, later on they just could not do anything anything about this man, and he just had a crazy game. Just a complete 180 kind of flip in performance compared to game 1 in my mind.
Yeah, this was just a one-man show, honestly, from the side of Black Infinity. All of his team was sort of falling apart, not having a lot of kills. This guy did have, like, as we said, 90% of the kills from his team at a certain point in the game with 100% kill participation. So that's just the story of the game. It was the Black Infinity show, and we were all here for it. And we will all be here for it in game 3 as well. That's about to come very soon after this short break. Don't go anywhere. The finals continues, and who knows, maybe we go to Silver Scrapes.
So let the battle begin. Bended knees and broken bones, a bleeding heart never bleeds alone. I am one of many cries. We are far from the ashes. Rise up, break the cage, be the lion, be the storm, be the strike of the lightning. Rise with the dawn, rage like the sun. This is what we came for. Revolution. Rise up, break the cage, be the lion, be the storm, be the strike of the lightning. Rise with the dawn, rage like the sun. This is what we came for. Revolution. Rise up, break the cage, be the lion, be the storm, be the strike of the lightning. Rise with the dawn, rage like the sun. This is what we came for. Revolution. Yeah, I was undercover, wrote me off like the others, but I had secrets inside. You didn't pay attention, like an experimental. You're gonna pay for your crimes. I'll change your perspective, I'll teach you a lesson. Look at me now. Oh, look at me now. Try to take me down. Lost but now found. Used to be the victim in the dead of night, but I can be a villain in the moonlight. Look at me now. In the moonlight. I'll make it my mission. Oh yeah, I'll have you wishing you could go back in time to never test my limits. Nothing you say will fix it. I'm too out of my mind. You're riding high, but I've got you this time. Oh, look at me now. Oh, look at me now. Try to take me down. Lost but now found. Used to be the victim in the dead of night, but I can be a villain in the moonlight. Look at me now. In the moonlight. Got you this time, you can't hide.
someone working like this, I guess. Put in 12-hour shifts while I write this. And I know when the black shit, they showing love. Not everyone a day one, don't lie to me. And they wanna take credit when no credit's due. Say what you want, but it don't bother me. I've been running out of time, think I need a rewind, feeling out of love. I put everything aside, hoping that I make it right, all the things I do. I've been running out of time, think I need a rewind, feeling out of line. I put everything aside, hoping that I make it right, all the things I do. Nah, no Sersky, baby girl be talking sweet but used to dirt me. Wanna take a few snaps for a story. Wasn't showing no love when we was hurting, it's funny, no Sersky, baby girl be talking sweet but used to dirt me. Wanna take a few snaps for a story. Wasn't showing no love when we was hurting, it's funny, I've been running out of time, think I need a rewind, feeling out of line. I put everything aside, hoping that I make it right, all the things I do for you. I've been running out of time, think I need a rewind, feeling out of line. I put everything aside, hoping that I make it right, all the things I do for you. I've been running out of time, think I need a rewind, feeling out of line. I put everything aside, hoping that I make it right, all the things I do. I've been running out of time, think I need a rewind, feeling out of line. I put everything aside, hoping that I make it right, all the things I do. I've been running out of time, think I need a rewind, feeling out of line. I put everything aside, hoping that I make it right, all the things I do.
Wanna see you with your hands up. Going straight to the sky, let me see you put your hands up. Cause we do till we die and we on another level. To the rest, wave goodbye, put baguettes in the benzo. Got a piece of the pie, told you once, told you twice, that we only got one life, stay up. Diamond shine, best at night, you wear yours, I'll wear mine, go dumb. Tonight, dipping low with my girls tonight, got my ice in the clouds. Cali Dro got me feeling right, with my ice in the clouds. Dipping low with my girls tonight, got my ice in the clouds. Cali Dro got me feeling right. Wanna see you put your hands up. Pointing straight to the sun, everybody lift your bands up. Celebrate cause we won, we stay on another level. Yeah, the team stay fly, word to Bruno, get your rings up. Cause the limit is the sky. Told you once, told you twice, that we only got one life, stay up. Stay so young. Diamond shine, best at night, you wear yours, I'll wear mine, go dumb. Tonight, dipping low with my girls tonight, got my ice in the clouds. Cali Dro got me feeling right, with my ice in the clouds. Dipping low with my girls tonight.
this ain't what you want. I've been living at hotels for a month. I don't take any meetings after lunch. I've been spelling all my sneakers, I don't jump. Me and mine only tryna double up, yeah. Me and mine tryna build, come up front, yeah. Mention twice, cut once, what we on, yeah. Mention twice, cut once, what we on, yeah. I've been reading Proverbs on the walk, yeah. And I've been shutting down the stars, yeah. Cause when it rains, then it pours, yeah. And I'm ready for some more, yeah. And I've been reading all the war, yeah. And I've been shutting down the stars, yeah. Cause when it rains, then it pours, yeah. And I'm ready for some more, yeah. And I've been reading all the war, and here I go again. I hope y'all never ever get the chance to win. I'm Westbrook and I'm staying at the rim.
Welcome back, guys, to Crucial by Micron presents Shreeman Legend Community Clash. We are in the grand finals between Old Gods and our reigning champions. The name has changed, but the players have not. Asterisk 2-0 up in the grand finals so far. Old Gods just can't seem to get the hang of the finals right now. It's their first time with this roster as well, but something has to change really quickly for them, Faisal, to find their footing in this finals and maybe produce the sort of comeback that we have never seen the likes of in the previous tournaments or at all in the Indian tournament so far from,
I mean, it's gonna take nothing short of a miracle if Old Gods want to do a reverse sweep of this Asterisk squad, and they just look like a different beast right now. Not like they were not dominating before, but the performances they have been putting out in these recent games and this series as well, just absolute domination throughout the map. I think Asterisk just wants to make quick work of this and show their new org. These players just want to show their new org that they are dealing with the real deal over here.
Yeah, 100%. And just going off that last game as well, Black Infinity on that Elise, our dear friend, just performing so well, literally carried the game on his own, and he wants to get out quick, produce that 3-0 score, as we have seen time and time again. Well, not in the previous iterations, in the last 3-4 at least, where Cacao Gaming did find themselves in the finals, went all the way to 5 games if I'm not wrong, but does not look like that's going to happen today, unless of course Old Gods, who do have a substitute AD carry playing for them right now, produce the miraculous comeback and give us a game, but it looks very highly unlikely. Now let's just talking about the bans and picks for a bit. The Braum is going to get banned from the side of Old Gods. I did not think Kratos had the greatest game on that champion, but it's something they didn't want to play against, it looks like, from the side of Old Gods, and that's going to get banned. The Nard ban is going to come in, and the Mordekaiser is open if RTO wants to pick that up.
Yeah, we've seen RTO being really comfortable on the Mordekaiser as well. Even in the first game, he was doing well.
Go.
So as long as Mordekaiser is open, you can bet your savings that RTO is looking to play that one. And it's essentially, I think it's become a signature champion of top laners in our region at least. Whenever Mordekaiser is open, it's just so highly contested. And we have Ambessa. Okay. And Zuko locking in the Ambessa for himself. Let's see if it is gonna stick in the top lane or they pick her somewhere else. But boy, I'm excited.
Yeah, I mean, it can go towards that jungle side as well, and we are going to talk about the Zed in a minute as well. But the Ambessa did come in for Zuko yesterday, did not have the best games, but this Zed blind pick, it really bothers me. You don't need to pick this champion so early on, especially when the likes of Lissandra or something else is open, but the Kiana is going to come in. It looks like Catbot might be going towards the mid side of the map in this one. A pleasant surprise if that does happen. And the Evelyn Hover as well coming in. Okay, we are just playing solo queue right now, it seems like, from both teams.
No, don't do it.
I am not.
No. He's hovering the Rengar, he's hovering the Evelyn. And he goes for the Viego. I mean, that's one of his signature champions as well.
Equally scary.
All 5 champions who picked up. I have my doubts about Mordekaiser, not the flashiest, but yeah. Iana, Viego, Mbessa and Zed, 4 out of the 5 champions picked up right now in what could be the final game of this community clash, and they're making this a memorable one as the Vex comes in as
So
well.
it's going to be Zed jungle.
Zed jungle, that would make the most sense as Vex. Can it go support? Very, very unusual sort of support, I'm not sure. But yeah, Zed jungle is a thing though, so it's gonna be.
Yeah, I mean, unless you're playing
top.
Vietnam solo queue, I don't think Vex support is really a thing. But stranger things have happened in that server, and we do play it, so we know all about it. But yeah, Vex, I mean, it's a good matchup into the Kiana in the mid lane. The Kiana can't really go in when the fear is up from Vex. You can just press W, get the massive shield for yourself, deny the Kiana from all her combo as well. So that makes a lot of sense. We do have top side completely logged in for both the teams, so we are going to see a lot of support bans come in. The Thresh gets banned, the Renata, Lulu, this could be a Blitzcrank ban, this could be the Pike ban as well. I think Vortex played really well on that champion in game 2 as well, so it would not be surprising if that does happen. We have seen Kratos' Karma as well getting the MVP in game 1. He was flawless on that champion, did not die a single time, had the highest skill participation as well. So you know, that's something that he can pick up. And yeah, rightly said earlier, Blitzcrank is going to see the ban phase as well, and it would make a lot of sense if Vortex decides to pick his support here, because if he doesn't, then he's just deprived of one more support that might come in from the side of Kratos.
Every support pool already spread out so thin, and I think in terms of meta support, at least not a lot of options there as he goes for the Morgana. So Vortex Hallucination does play Morgana quite a bit, but I'm not sure if she is in the strongest position right now. Caitlyn is open, so I'm wondering if Asterix decides to, you know, just deny the Morgana Caitlyn combo, at least by picking it for themselves. And Caitlyn is definitely one of the stronger ADCs right now. It's not like you're giving away a strong pick by not locking that in as what looks to be a Swain support. It can be a Swain carry as well.
It's I think it's Swain. Swain in that bot side role. I think Thorfinn might pilot that, as we have seen the Kiana come in as well, right? So it wouldn't be surprising if we don't see the conventional AD carry coming in for the side of Asterisk in this one, as Thorfinn is going to be the makeshift AD carry slash bot laner for this game, and the Seraphine comes in as well. So that's a lot of AP damage coming in from the side of Asterisk. So this is going to be really interesting, as Faisal is going to come back in a bit. I will handle this. The 5th pick for the side of Old Gods. I mean, this has to be the Caitlyn coming in, but it looks like it's going to the Kaisa. So that's a very short range draft. Expect a lot of fights coming in from both these teams in this one. A lot of snowball potential for both the teams as well. The champions have been logged in as predicted. Thorfinn is going to pilot the Swain, Catbot is going to get his Kiana, thinking it might have been against the Zed. As you can see, the Unseen Blade, that name does indicate that it might be a one-trick player and a Zed main piloting that champion, but it's not. W is going to take that responsibility in this game and take the Zed towards the jungle. But I am very excited to see what Zuko does on the Mbessa. Not the best game yesterday on that champion, but might show us something that we need to. And this is a very spicy draft, and do tell us in the chat, guys, who you think is going to win this game 3. If Asterisk is going to run riot once again, take the series 3-0, or do Old Gods have a chance to strike back? Of course, they have upsetted a lot of teams, winning 2-1 against G2R, winning 2-1 against Kakao Gaming. So no stranger to comebacks as well, but it's going to be a monumental effort from them if they are to show their grit and just, do anything in this matchup so far, because it has been very one-sided for the side of Asterisk. 2 versus 0, it says the score line, and The story in the game was completely different as well. And we will be jumping into the game in a couple of minutes. So again, if you guys want to participate in such tournaments, do join our Discord server, lol INSA. Do follow us on the social media as well. The links are in the description. We have a lot of fun events. Another tournament is going to come up as well, the Harsh Khel Rahe Community Clash. The registrations are open, so if you are looking to join and compete in one of these tournaments, do register for that tournament that's going to be held next week. And just talking about this tournament, yet again, it looks like Asterisk might take the throne once again if they can finish the job in this game 3 right now against Old Gods, and Old Gods are up against the world, it seems like, for them without their AD carry, and this will be very, very spicy. Alright guys, 1 minute till we go back into the game. As we said, a very unconventional draft coming in for both these sides actually, especially the top side pickups. And the Viego is quite standard, the Mordekaiser again quite standard in our region, the Kiana a favorite of Catbot, and on the opposite side the Ambessa top, which is very strong in the meta currently. That champion is sort of overpowered. The Zed coming in and the Vex as well. Let's look at the top 5 summoners as well as we go into this third game of the series. None of the players, funnily enough, from Asterisk coming in, but that's because they have played fewer games, 6 games less than their counterpart. And you can see W hitting that century of kills, 100 kills, 167 assists, the standout player so far. Followed by his teammate, the mid laner Unseen Blade, 95 kills for himself, so he can touch that 100 kill marker as well. Vortex at 91, probably would have crossed the 100 mark if he was playing today. Zuko as well, 79 kills, but the deaths on this guy is very, very less, the fewest among the top 5 summoners right there, 48 deaths to his name. And the last one, Abdullah Rasool, the top laner for G2R, who did lose to Asterisk, to Old Gods in the lower bracket. And this rounds off our top 5 summoners. 4 of the players coming in from the side of Old Gods. And let's look at the Rift Rulers leaderboard as well. And this is not just any fun leaderboard, guys. We will tell you what it means later on the stream as well, but it looks like Asterisk and Kakao Gaming are tied up currently, but that is going to change once this final finishes, and we will see Asterisk getting at least 10 more points or 5 more points depending on if they win or not, but they should be comfortably in the lead as well. But the top 2 teams are just way too far ahead of everyone else. Phoenix Gaming coming in third, 14 points for them. Tying Warriors at 10 points, Stealth Flashlight at 7, We Tried at 6, G2R, who are the new iteration, you can say, of Stealth Flashlight at 4 points, FFing at 3, Chief and 4 at 2, Lethal Kings of Battle at 2 as well. So that rounds out our top 10 leaderboard as well for the Esports Club. And having said that, we are ready with Game 3 and we are going to jump into the game in no time for this third game, potentially the final game of the tournament, the Shreeman Legends Community Clash. And Faisal, what are your expectations going into this one? Because this might get spicy real soon as we see a 5-man invade coming in from the side of OGs.
I mean, this might get spicy real quick, as you said, 5-man invade coming in, but looks like they will not be finding any members. I'm a big fan of the Seraphine pick. I think she is one of the strongest supports if played well. The amount of utility that she can bring in, and Catbot with the Kiana as well. The synergy is going to be great.
Catbot might be in trouble here
as well. Gets the fear. Still using the W, finally has to use his flash away to dodge away from the Morgana bind, but the Kaisa is just going to auto attack him to death, and that's a huge misplay. 400 gold into the pockets of Alios right off the bat. He is gonna be a happy camper walking back to his bot lane, as he did have to use his exhaust though, but I think he will take that any day of the week, forcing Catbot to use his flash, gets a kill as well, and now would be just looking to abuse the range against the melee Kiana.
Yeah, 100%. It's a very favorable matchup for the Vex anyway, and if the Kiana loses her flash, as she is going for a very aggressive trade right there, has the ignite available. The Unseen Blade, though trading equally well, did burn out both of his pots. So both the mid laners not having pots, so that is quite interesting as well, and we will keep an eye on the action towards that mid side of the map as the Unseen Blade hits level 2. I think you don't want to use that shield just for poke damage. You want to keep it for the Kiana whenever she decides to come in. Press that W button, fear the enemy champion, and just get a favorable trade. But that's not going to happen, as the action does not stop in either lane. Even the top side of the map, RTO looking for a trade. But the Ambissa is just a very obnoxiously tanky champion who deals a lot of damage with the 1,000 dashes she has. So welcome to 2024 League of Legends. That's how we roll in this one.
And now Catbot is struggling a little bit, is keeping up on the CS, though good trades are coming all around. So Unseen Blade not really very comfortable in that matchup, and Catbot finally is back into his home ground, essentially in the mid lane, and he will be looking to dominate there, as he has done quite so often. Zuko going dangerously low, does have a million flashes though, 200 years champion, new release champion diff, I guess, there. Will just walk away, as in the bot lane, Swain is doing quite well to keep up on CS. Well, he's even, well, pretty much equal, I guess, as soon as Kaisa picks up these 3 minions, and Kratos being so annoying on that Seraphine, as you would expect him to be. And all in all, still I think this game just needs that one push that is gonna break it open. And was that the point? WZ jungle gang coming in, taking down RTO, getting the flash as well. Halo going too far ahead, gets the root though, being forced to flash. I'm not sure what that was all about. The side of Asterisk just saw the Z in the top lane as well, so you can't even fake that you have jungle pressure when you just walk up like that. Morgana essentially dying for nothing. I feel that was so, like, not worth whatever he was planning.
Yeah, 100%. Not the death he would have wanted right there, but Infi going to secure that kill for himself, as W got a kill for himself as well, is running the ignite. Funnily enough, does not have the flash available to him, so he is looking to one shot any of the champions later in the game. Looks like it's going to be the Seraphine or the Kiana. Can't really one shot the Swain as the shield comes in, but it's the bind still hits onto Vortex, who will connect his own binding onto Kratos. So a lot of trades coming in towards this bot side, as the Morgana has stepped up quite far up. Another binding connects, the ignite's going to come in, but Seraphine damage is just too much
coming
for
in,
this
though.
poor Kaisa. Zed is here, has the ignite, is going to use it.
Dubstep ignite is unfortunately not going to be enough. Now the tilt forward, tanking 3 turret hit.
He might end up dying here.
Does not have the flash.
Look at the
Gets
Kiana,
rooted
the Kiana's
though.
here.
What is going on? Is nothing is happening. Catbot is gonna be picking up the kills. Thank you very much. I think W just should have just left it alone after he got the flashes from the bot lane. At least ends up losing his life, and look at what Black Infinity is doing with his topside jungle. And Vortex almost going down as well, as he was going head to head up against Catbot. Kiana, you do not want to be doing that. Vex is walking bot lane though. Catbot might be stuck as he gets the kill, and we have an insta pause. Is exhausted. He's gonna be going down, and
Yeah, it looks like he
game's broken
might
open.
go down. Yeah, but he does not have the flash available to him, has the ultimate available, so can push the Kaisa towards that turret for some stun a time sort of a thing, but I don't think that is
X
going
is
to be
just
enough. As
waiting.
yeah, exactly. And Elio, I can't even pronounce that name honestly, but is going to finish up the kill. Has exhausted the Kiana right there, and Kiana might take a couple of turret hits more. But as you said, the Vex is waiting. If nothing happens, Vex will be able to secure that kill for herself as well. The pause is here. Not sure what's happening. Um, Obviously, one of these players has disconnected. Not sure which one, but we will be getting more details as this game yet again asterisk starting off really well. 6 minutes in, Catbot just not moving at all. Maybe he was so sure that he was going to die, but towards the top side of the map, Infi with a gank of his own. Ambessa just so obnoxious, took so much time to die there, but Infi is able to secure that kill for himself. Goes 2-0 and 0. The Grubs have spawned for good measures as well, as he's going to pick that up very, very soon. The bot lane has already rotated for the side of Asterisk, and they are going to go towards that bot side of the map as Zed is looking to cook something else here, and the action does not stop, but not a lot of kills to talk about yet. The dragon will get started for Asterisk. The old gods though.
They'll just look to trade the 3 cups for the Chemtech Dragons for standard early game trade coming on for the objectives. Bot laners are missing the flashes for the side of Asterix, though might be an avenue for the Zed to come in and can look for the ultimate gank as Catbot barely dodges the Vex ultimate. Vortex will be safe with his black shield as he just goes in for some sort of information, and now everyone just should look to back away as there's nothing left to fight for. OG is trying to go aggressive, though Catbot comes in huge 3-man ultimate. Infi follows up with his ultimate, gonna get those resets in. Double kill picked up, it's just gonna keep on continuing, but in the back line though, Zed and Ambessa wreaking havoc as Infi finally picks up the triple of his own. Kratos joins in on the fray. He's still level 5, unfortunately does not have the ultimate available to him, so that is going to be, I think, 3-4-2 in favor of Asterix.
Yeah, but all 3 kills going towards Black Infinity on that VO, and we have seen what he can do with a lead, right? So, I mean, previous game he was the one who carried the team. Now again he gets 3 kills, 5 kills for him as Kratos is going to go down, just being so far up without any reason. Thorfinn has the ultimate for himself, gets ignited very, very early so that he's not able to heal too much as Elio is going to use her ultimate and finish off the Swain. So that's a 2-0 for the side of OGs down in the bot lane. A miscommunication, misplay coming out from the side of Kratos, and then Thorfinn as RTO
the
looks to
Q
solo kill
missing.
Zuko. Oh, that was very, very close.
The second Q misses, unfortunately, and he will not be able to finish the kill off.
Right, but the Z is there towards the top side of the map as Kratos might have overextended again, is going to get hit, barely survives, uses the heal and ultimate as well. Swain is going to pull in the Morgana right there. Let's see if she ends up dead. She might, as Infi is here on his Viego, gets the kill, is going to get another one for the Rome slash gank, whatever you want to call it. 7-0 and 0. Kraken Slayer completed, has the boot as well, is going to get the Scuttle Crab, and it's looking like the Black Infinity show yet again as Unseen Blade is going to use his ultimate and burst down Cat Bot. That's a solo kill coming in for the side of OGs, a much needed kill as W uses his ultimate, finishes off the poor Seraphine. Might be a double kill for him, uses the ignite onto Thorfinn, but Thorfinn just too tanky, uses his Q, finishes off the Z, and that's going to be a 1-for-1 trade towards the bot side of the map. But the trouble is brewing, because Black Infinity is 7-0 with the 500 gold bounty and is going to come in towards that bot side of the map yet again. Has the ultimate available for him. Not sure if the Kaisa can kite her way around. Infinity goes legendary, picks up the soul of Kaisa, might get one more kill right here, is going to do it. That's 9-0 at 10 minutes. And oh my god, the Unseen Blade is going to die as well. Uh, this is just horror for the side of OGs in this game 3, finding themselves almost 5,000 gold behind as Catbot just throws out his ultimate. Not sure why that happened there, but I don't think that matters too much. The bot lane has completely fallen apart, especially the support vortex for the side of OG 05 and 4. Um, Not doing what he can on the Morgana. There were a lot of support bans coming in as Thorfinn might have just walked into trouble. Yes, he has. Shutdown goes towards W. Catbot is here. The ultimate is going to whiff from the side of Kratos, who gets caught as well. And that's going to be another death to his name. The Unseen Blade going to pick that kill up. Yet another sort of a throw coming in for the side of Asterisk, as the Void Grubs have spawned. W and the Unseen Blade both are there. Vortex seems to be roaming there, but might end up dying, and he has Ignite and Q, enough to finish him off. And this Viego Fireball, uh, he is just snowballing so hard. 9-0
I
and
think
0, 700 gold shutdown bounty has already gone legendary. So, I mean, what else to say about this man yet again?
I mean, more than the Viego, this guy, man, Black Infinity. I've never seen him underperform, even if Asterix or Temple of Kings formally drop a map. I don't think ever in my life have I seen Black Infinity underperform or make mistakes that lead to drastic consequences. And this guy is just like one of the generational talents. And as a dragon is
Yeah, I
claimed
mean,
by
I
the
would
same
rank
man.
him right behind me in terms of generational talents. I have to say this is this is
Of course.
some sort of carrying that he's doing.
As the caster scores almost hitting him, not quite, gets the reset heal. Gets the dragon, gets 2 kills for his team as Catbot is trying to join in on the action, does not want to be left far behind. And Black Infinity has completed his Kraken Slayer, sitting on the 2 Ruby Crystals, as the Morgana has seen the death screen for 7 times in under 13 minutes. So that's not ideal, as W on some sort of a tilt forward W finally gets the ultimate. I think that should be enough for Thorfinn to go down. Yes, it is enough with the ignite. With the ignite ticking in as well. So gets the trade. I don't know if that was worth for him, but any gold under his pocket is good, as Vortex is trying to get those binds in. Catbot is low. Flash forward. The ultimate will connect onto Kratos. The dashes are coming in, but Catbot just completely turns it around, goes in the backline, kills the support yet again, and there's no way Kratos is surviving. There's no way Kratos is surviving. He ends up surviving with the charm. Black Infinity comes in for his rescue. It's gonna be essentially 2 for 1 in favor of Asterix, and oh my god, they're running away with this map already. As Alios, welcome back to the lane. Before even you reach to your minions, you're just gonna go down again, as someone stop this madman.
Yeah, it looks like he just queued up on his Smurf account and just owning the damn Rift in game 2, in game 3 as well. 13 kill participation, 11 kills. I mean, the man is having the series of his life so far. I mean, we have seen him play really well, but new opposition and the same old Black Infinity. I mean, he has gotten over 30-40 kills in these 3 games combined so far. It has been a one-man show. props to his team for enabling him, but I think he would be just fine without anyone else, as well as RTO is going to ult W, who is in a very precarious situation, finds himself doing the enemy wolves right there. Not sure how that has happened, and why not
And
give Infinity one more kill.
meanwhile, Thorfinn ends up dying in the mid lane alone as he was pushed up too far ahead, but Black Infinity will gratefully take his 12th kill as Katrina bot in not his own fashion misses his Q and was not able to secure the kill onto the Morgana
It
as we
has
go
been
into
quite
a
a while
much
since he played mid
needed
lane, right?
pause. As 15 minutes into the game, we have 35 kills. Let's look at a couple of
We
replays
have
of
an
what's been
8,000
going
goal
on.
lead as well.
An 8,000 goal lead at 15 minutes. Asterix is just looking to wrap this up as soon as possible and just call it a day. And boy, now they have shown their org what the caliber of these players are.
Yeah, 100%. I think making a great decision and taking this team under their banner for sure. It's not going to be a disappointment for them, as we can already see this final is already done. It's just a formality now for the side of Asterisk to finish this game up. 15, almost 16 minutes, and the goal lead just keeps on increasing as we see this replay. You thought Kratos was dead, but RTO had some other ideas to save his support right there. RTO, I mean, 0, 1, and 3. I mean, he can just sit back, make some popcorns, relax, not do much, and still win the series. And that's just the
Yeah.
life of a top laner. Either you
Oh
are
my
really,
god.
really useful, as he
Oh my
is
god,
sort of
2v1.
useful right there.
He takes down the Zed, almost takes down Zuko as well. I'm pretty sure if the Vex was not there, that would have been closer. Top lane champions, man.
And that's just top lane in a nutshell. You try to gank the top laner, he kills you, and your own top laner gets the kill. Just the top lane experience, as Loki is going to get caught with the Seraphine ultimate as well. The binding connects, but Kratos is quite tanky at this point, is not going to take a lot of damage. The Rift Herald comes in from the side, did not see that coming. Catbot picking up the turret, gets Zed ultimate onto himself, is going to survive, though the Ignite was burned as well, and Viego, Black Infinity. So, and he just comes and takes the kill, and he's the cool guy in this game, does not... I am not too sure what to say. 14-0-2 now. What else do we say about this guy?
Insanity. They have cracked open the base at 18 minutes. Will take the Hex Gates away if they want to. I mean, I think, are they just going for the end? Surely not, right? As if they get a few more kills here, probably, as Inhibitor will fall down as well. And Thorfinn flashing forward gets the nice E. As Vortex finds himself in a 1v1 against Catbot. Catbot, this is gonna look really bad at your resume if you die solo to a 0-8 Morgana over there. As the game is about to almost end. OGs trying everything that they can to survive this onslaught. Zuko will end up getting the engage that they needed. Vex secures the kill, and RTO is just doing so much AoE damage. Great E from the Swain yet again. W gets his shadow back, will secure that shutdown. Now Alios, welcome back to the lane yet again as he finds himself in a 1v1 against RTO. And now it's time for the Unseen Blade to meet the same fate. And this has just devolved into some sort of goldish solo queue gameplay. I'm like, Asterisk is just playing with their food at this point. Catbot will look to secure a kill, but Vortex gets the first kill of his Morgana on the board and on the Catbot. Kiana, nothing less. And as soon as the Hex Gate was taken from Zed, he just meets his fate. Boy, 30 kills in 19 minutes. 12,000 goal lead, a naked Nexus, 2 inhibitors down. Baron hasn't even spawned on the Rift yet. What is going on?
Yeah, I mean, it does look like a bot lane that has not played much together. Really unfortunate that Vortex, the OG Vortex, could not join us for the finals as Loki had to come in. He has done really well for himself as well, but it's just not quite enough as Zuko is going to finish off Thorfinn. And while we speak about Loki, he is going to die for the 16th kill for Black Infinity, and it looks like he might not be finished just yet. Might get another kill for himself as he decides to go in yet again. W going to shadow out of trouble right there, and this might be the end of the game. I'm not sure how OGs can survive the onslaught on that naked Nexus. That's going to be the quickest game of the series as well, 20 minutes and a few seconds. And yet again, on the back of Black Infinity's Viego and Elise, Asterisk are champions yet again. Back to back to back to back to back. I have lost count, but these guys just keep winning every tournament that they participate in.
I think this is the same graphic our graphic team had to made. They only just changed Temple of Kings to Asterix and called it a day. And boy, you just never get tired of watching this team play. This is put on such an exhibition of League of Legends. So always provide you with entertainment as well. It's just not like boring textbook League of Legends. It's just so fun to watch these guys, and time they prove again and again why they are the best, hands down. No competition whatsoever. No one even comes close to beating them, and it's just you can just keep singing their praises, but well played by the old gods. I think this was the first time they have reached the grand final stage of the 1 lakh tournament, and going through the entire gauntlet of the lower bracket is a feat in itself. Taking down Kakao Gaming, such a massive feat there as well. So I'm pretty sure they shouldn't be too disheartened by this, and they would be feeling pretty proud of themselves to achieve second place at least in this tournament, and securing a chunky 25k for themselves, as that is surely gonna do wonders for their confidence for the upcoming tournaments. And unfortunately it was not enough fuel inside them to take down Asterix, as we have crowned our champions yet again. And we'll have a look at the crucial 100%. Moments pretty soon, and highlight reel of Black Infinity on Viego, honestly.
Yeah, 100%. But just a word on OGs as well. New team. They did defeat Kakao Gaming. They did defeat G2R as well. So they really exceeded expectations as well. And if anything, this is a learning curve, learning lesson for them as well. A great experience to face the best team in the region. They did hold their own in the first 2 games. Again, just playing with a substitute AD carry as well. And Loki did what he could, but of course, it's a different game when you are playing with your main roster, right? As we have seen from different teams and different organizations in the past as well. But great effort from the side of
sub as well.
Yeah, but OGs, I mean, Asterisk did play with the same roster in the last tournament as well. Catbot was playing ADC. He is someone who can play that role pretty well as well. But for a newer team, it does make a lot of difference, right? But the sort of confidence that Asterisk have right now, they can do a multiple role swap and still be confident that they might end up winning the game.
Previous tournament as well, it was Catbot who just got bored of ADC and played mid lane in the final game of that finals as well, which was closer than this though. But still, as we're just looking at the replays, it's 17 minutes into the game. Black Infinity is sitting on 14 kills, 2 assists, 0 deaths, has the most CS in the entire game, even more than the AD carries, more than the mid laners, more than the top laners. It's just absolute schooling on how to play jungle this entire series, let alone this match.
Yeah, for sure. But W is again someone who has role swapped as well, was the mid laner previously for the side of OGs. So it's a slow transition for him as well. He has performed admirably in a lot of games, especially on his Nocturne that was banned throughout the series. Uh, but it's a learning experience for all of these guys. And yeah, the Black Infinity just showing levels in the previous two games at least. On the Elise was the solo carry. In this game, he did get a lot of kills, was able to finish a lot of low HP members from the side of OGs. So that was one of the reasons why he had so many kills as well. But he was the one-man show in the whole finals, I would say. As we look at the scoreboard and the goal lead, it's just so massive for 20 minutes, right? That's a 12,000 goal lead coming in for the side of Asterisk. No objective was picked up except for 2 white grubs for the side of OGs. Never mind, Dragon was picked up as well.
Dragon,
so 1-1 on Dragons. Yeah, right there. Yeah, exactly. But 31-18, and this was just very, very one-sided from the side of Asterisk.
I think they were just getting late for dinner time, and they were like, let's just wrap it up as soon as we can. And boy, did they do just that. 20 minutes, fastest game of the tournament, I'm pretty sure, comes in at the game number 3 of the grand finals. But all in all, a very fun series to watch. The first game was looking kind of close until it wasn't. Well played by the OGs, well played by Asterix Gaming and Asterix, and thank you to both the teams for putting on such a great show. Let's have a look at the crucial MVP, and oh my god, such a hard one to pick this game around, right?
Yeah, 100%. It's such a hard pick right here, but hey, we have it. 16-1-2 is just murphing on this champion. 956 damage per minute, 12,600 gold, 8.4 CS per minute. Those are really high numbers at each of those statistics right there. And Infinity, I mean, man of the series, man of the game as well, most valued player for sure for Asterisk in this tournament, and multiple ones previously as well. So he is going to pick up the MVP for game 3 as well.
And I think he needs to broaden up his trophy cabinet at home for almost I don't know, like the millionth time he's getting the MVP award for himself. And boy, this guy is just a treat to watch. Like it's been a minute since we have seen a player who is this talented playing for our region. And no, Kaka, it was definitely not you back in the day that and
Cap.
I just like keep talking about this guy on, and it's just great to see what he has achieved with Temple of Kings, and now will probably achieve with Asterix as well, cementing himself as one of the true legends of the game in our region, along with Katrina Bot and the entire Temple of Kings. Now Asterix roster is just so good.
Yeah, it is quite stacked, but again, we do have rising teams coming in. There was a change of guard sort of for the second place, at least from the old gods. So I do expect more of these players to come and make teams, try to dethrone the champions, the kings that Asterisk are currently. And that was the finals, ladies and gentlemen. Shreeman Legend Community Clash finished off by Asterisk, and we do have one of their players waiting for an interview with us. So let's get him on the board as well and see and ask him what went down in this series. It was a pretty quick one, honestly. So let's get his thoughts on the series.
Hi RTO, first off the bat, congratulations on winning another tournament. So how are you feeling right now?
Thank you. Feeling so good.
And okay, so what was the top lane matchup like for you this game? Like, do you feel you performed well?
No, I don't think so. But this champ is so broken, Ambessa. So hard to beat this champ.
Yeah,
but I tried.
100%. So yeah, I mean, we saw that you almost got a solo kill when he did get that one hit under the turret, but again he was able to dash out, and then you did kill the Zed when he was trying to gank you in the 2v1 as well. So I think you did your job Any word on your teammate Black Infinity? I think he carried both the games pretty hard on the Elise, on the Viego. Any thoughts, any words on him
Uh,
specifically in the series?
He's very good player. We can expect this from him and Akshas, everyone.
Yeah, for
Yeah,
sure. I mean, we
He's
talking
play
very
with
about
Infinity
yes,
regularly, right?
talking
So we
about
don't get to
your
see that side of him
talking about your
too much.
team, I'm pretty sure that you are a very good player as well. We keep hearing that you are kind of a shy guy. You don't like to talk all that much, and let's try to change that. Like, I think you should be pretty confident about your gameplay as well. You have shown since a lot of tournaments that you are one of the, if not the best top laner that we currently have in the region. So you were one of the players who used to play against this current roster many times before. So how is the experience, after joining Temple of Kings, now Asterix? How do you think you have developed as a player, and how did this move help you?
Uh,
Okay, so like, do you think joining Temple of Kings, you have changed your play style a little bit, and you have improved?
yeah, I think so. After joining TOK, I improved a little bit. They always support me, everyone. What I did, what they call, everyone support me.
Yeah, I
Yeah, I
think
mean,
you
that's
should be
great to know.
pretty yeah, confident as
Yeah.
well. And for me, I think you are definitely the best top laner that we have, and you should be confident about that as well. And I'm pretty sure you have a lot of fans, and you are a very big part of Asterix now and Temple of Kings. I'm pretty sure a lot of success is because of you, and you should be feeling that pride in yourself as well.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, probably if not, I mean, he is the best top laner around so far. So that's it, guys. That was the interview with RTO. Again, congratulations, RTO, on winning another tournament, playing so well. Great job. I would just say be more confident in yourself because you are one heck of a player as well. In a way, already star-studded team. So congratulations on the victory.
Congratulations. Well
Thank
played.
you, both of you. Thank you.
Yeah,
Oh,
so guys,
that
that
was
was
RTO.
RTO. And, I mean, both of us are going to take it apparently, but yeah, that was RTO coming in from the side of Asterisk, the winning team. Maybe next time we should get someone else as well because we keep, interviewing a lot of these players. We have gotten Ganja previously, also known as T-Berry. We have gotten Kratos. Now we have RTO.
We're missing the big
Hopefully,
guns.
I mean,
The
these are
core.
the big guns. I
The core
can't say
of
these are not the big guns. Yeah.
I mean, like the core of Temple of Kings who have been
I mean,
there
unless we are
since the
talking about
beginning.
Infi's biceps right now, because those are
Oh,
some really big guns, so we could get them as well. Speaking of top 5 summoners in this tournament, let's have a look at who finished top of the ladder in this one. And Infinity made his way. And again, a reminder, he has played 6 fewer games compared to these guys, but W getting to that 106 kills mark is going to be the top summoner in the Shreeman Legend Community Clash. Unseen Blade so close to the century, 99 kills. Vortex, who was not able to play today unfortunately, is going to end up at 91 kills. Zuko performing really well as well throughout the tournament, 81
and
kills for him.
it's surprising to see a member of Asterix in here because it takes into account how many games you have played as well. So Old Gods coming through the entire lower bracket and playing a few games before that as well. So these guys have played a lot more games compared to Black Infinity, and seeing Black Infinity finding himself on the leaderboard is just insanity. Rift Ruler's leaderboard is just insanity that Black Infinity, a member of Asterix, who have, I'm probably pretty sure, played the least amount of games, so to reach the grand finals, and that just shows how good that he is. And about 30 kills he just took out of the 67 he has taken in this series already.
Yeah,
So
exactly. I mean, that's really amazing to watch as well. As let's look at the Rift leaders board, Rift ruler leaderboard. I can't even find my words right now, and see the difference in points. I do think Asterisk will be, yeah, significantly ahead of their competition, Kakao Gaming. 10 points the difference there, and 16 points from them, Kakao Gaming to Phoenix Gaming. Again, guys, top 4 teams from this leaderboard are invited to play in the TEC Community Clash. That will be for, I'm not sure if we can reveal the prize money just yet, but it's going to be a huge amount in January, so do stick around for that one as well. A big competition coming in there. Old Gods finding their way into the top 4 along with Tyson Warriors, who are tied on points. So the next tournament is going to define who is going to get that fourth juicy spot right there. Again, other teams have chances as well for themselves. If they do manage to win that tournament, they might be the ones to get in as well. But yes, guys, stick around for that. Top 4 teams again logged in right here, and it's going to be a treat to watch next month. Do stick around for that. Before that, we do have the Hirsch Khailre Community Clash coming in as well. That will be next week. The registrations are still ongoing, so do participate. Join our Discord server. That's LOLINSA, and the links are in the description as well. Make your team, do join that tournament, and who knows, maybe you finish in top 4 as well to participate in the big one that's coming up pretty soon.
Yeah, definitely. So the next tournament becomes so much more important as well, just because we have the top 4 slot now. The Hirsch Khailre tournament that we have just announced, all the teams taking part, they have a lot on stake, because the difference between the 3rd, 4th place and the teams below that is not that much. Any team can just displace the Old Gods and Phoenix Gaming to secure those places for them. So I think Asterix and Kakao Gaming have pretty much secured their spot. The first 2 are locked in, so it's gonna be a battle for the 3rd and 4th place to get the invite for the massive tournament, the mega tournament that we are gonna be having. I think all of the tournaments that we have had till now, so much League of Legends action, so many tournaments, so many stories to tell, is just accumulated into this one big moment, and I'm pretty sure all of us are gonna be excited to see that unfold. You guys should be following the Discord channel to be up to date with what's gonna be happening and this tournament, all the leaderboards as well, so you are up to date with all of the news. And it's gonna be a lot of spicy news that we're gonna be dropping in a few days, so make sure that you follow the Discord channel. Links are in the description. There's going to be League of Legends in SA for all the updates. Make sure you show some love at the Crucial website as well. Have some insane gaming products, and I'm pretty sure the only thing holding you back is not having a Crucial SSD. So yeah, trust sources is Fireball, and I never lie. So that's gonna be it for us from
and just before we go, actually, Faisal, a huge shout out to the background team as well, Assassin on production, League Ops team as well, who are working tirelessly as well, and our sponsors, Crucial, who keep presenting us with these community clashes. So that's going to be it from us. That's me, Kaka, and Fireball, and Madness as well, who is not here but was previously for the first 2 games. And we will see you next week, same time, same place. See you later.
When are you gonna upgrade your system? Alright, let's do this.
Once there was a hunter who saw what others could not. With a magic case in her backpack, she roamed with wild abandon into the great unknown. Her gaze inescapable, her reflexes lightning fast. When armies swarmed, she went through. With eyes open wide, hands steady, holding, watching, capturing everything in sight.
The The Crucial Pro DDR5 RAM kit comes with a sleek, modern look that will complement any build. But aesthetics aside, it's the performance that really matters. So let's dive into it. The default JEDEC timings are 46, 45, 45, but it does come with 2 XMP and Expo settings for those looking for a little more performance. With XMP 3.0 Profile 1, you can push the speed up to 5600 megatransfers per second. If you prefer a slightly lower speed but tighter timings, Profile 2 offers 5200 megatransfers per second at 42, 42, 42 timings. We've run some benchmarks and stress tests to give you an idea of how it performs. In general, dropping the speed and tightening the timings with the second XMP/Expo profile yielded better results for us on our test system. Paired with a Ryzen 7800X 3D, we saw anywhere from a 1 to 5% performance bump depending on workloads. All in all, the Crucial Pro DDR5 64GB RAM kit by Micron is a fantastic choice for first-time builders and enthusiasts alike.
Don't let go. Hear the whispers, listen close. I know you've never strayed from the fold, but that's how freedom begins. Bended knees and broken bones. A bleeding heart never bleeds alone. I am one of many cries. We are far from the ashes. Rise up, break the cage, be the lion. Be the storm, be the strike of the lightning. Rise with the dawn, rage like the sun. This is what we came for. Revolution. Burn your bridges, make your choice. Fight your demons, raise your voice. They're only silent if we're making noise. So let the battle begin. Bend